Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Spurs versus Everybody Summer League Edition. Las Vegas Summer League live. Not at Vegas, in San Antonio still. Fortunately, didn't go off to Vegas this time around. Maybe in the future, hopefully next year. Cross fingers. But we are going to be broadcasting live. Hold on, I got the Bucks versus Spurs Summer League game 3. The Spurs are 1-1. Bucks are 0-1 in their Vegas Summer League journey. The Spurs put together a nice win last game. Jacoby Gillespie and Carter Bryant were the stars of that game. Spurs won that game, and now they're off to the Bucks. But unfortunately, Carter Bryant is not going to be playing anymore, I believe. Let me make sure on Twitter, see if I can get the update, but most likely he will not be playing. Oh, Marshall has entered this building. What up, Marsh? Oh, why is it awkward like that? Oops. What up, dog? Just getting started. The Chicago Sky and the Dallas Wings were still on the thing. Oh, the Spurs are Portland and Orlando now. They're showing the last 1 minute. I think the Spurs play at 8:03 or 8:06 or whatever. But yeah, man, that's what's going on, man. We haven't talked to each other since Summer League pretty much all time. What have you seen from the Spurs, or what have you been interested in seeing that you've seen from how many games you caught? I don't know.
I've just wanted to see who is looking like they can make some contributions on the team, and I really don't see too many. I mean, it's to be expected. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these guys are going to be
your team. Your Summer League team sucks, right?
Yeah. So, I wanted to see if Carter Bryant was going to be able to have some growth, which what I did like is, at least in the first game, even though he didn't have a great game, he was actually putting the ball on the floor, trying to get to his spots. So I said, okay, well, that's good. Instead of him just kind of running wild and, filling out, he can get to his spots and knock down that jump shot. That's going to be, a nice contribution. And then defense, I'm not really worried about. I just need him to be a little bit more careful with how he fouls, right?
Yeah.
Because, in the finals, that was an issue. He's got to use he's got to have some vet savvy about him. He's only in year 2, so it's going to be a learning process.
The big thing with him defensively, other than just, everybody can learn to stay down, right? That's one of the things that sometimes the Spurs gamble with and go for up fakes a little bit too much. The big thing with him is he's overreactionary to the first move, which throws his center of gravity or his body out of alignment where he can't really recover. And while he's super athletic and get back in the play and block people, he has a little bit of a hard time shifting his body and recovering. Granted, you'll have Wemby or somebody step up a little bit and deter some of that situation or give you time for him to get back into play and make a block, obviously, with his athleticism and stuff. It's just not overreacting to that first move, especially with shiftier guards. That's the big thing he has to learn, is to anticipate secondary moves, kind of think offensively in a defensive way. Like, where is this guy trying to get to? What is the scouting report on him? What is his, go-to moves? It's hard to think about all that stuff while the game is going on, but that's the next level of defense, and just playing the game is understanding, what people are trying to do, what is, the scouting report, executing that. So those are things he has to work on defensively, but secondary, his athleticism and his blocking ability is going to be there. Yeah, he has all tools to be a quality defender for sure.
For sure. And I think the Spurs need to use him. I'm trying to find my remote so I can turn his name on. I think the Spurs need to use him correctly, rather than trying to have him. And I understand that you have guys now that are going to be anywhere between 6'7" to 6'10" that are power forwards. But to me, Carter's a 3. He's not a 4. But I know.
So there's no OG Anunoby in him, you think?
I don't think so. And technically, OG really, OG should be playing the three,
Mhm.
but they're using him as a four, and it's working because he's able to guard multiple defenders. But for Carter, I don't really see him thriving as being like an OG and an OB type. I see him being more like a Clay Thompson,
Interesting.
guarding the twos and the threes. I don't really see him guarding the fours.
It's hard to see him guarding twos just because I don't really see him being I mean, he eventually get there a little bit, but guarding movement shooters and running through screens, not something I typically want to see from him. That may be a little bit difficult. He's gonna have to learn it, obviously, because you're gonna have
Right.
to be defensive. If you're part of versatility, you've got to be able to chase screeners, you got to guard the point of attack, you got to guard it in isolation, you got to guard switches, you got to reach over and help and rim protect. Those are all markings of what you got to do defensively from every
Mhm.
position, pretty much nowadays, because everything's hunting matchups and defenses are trying to hunt out players and stuff. Sometimes, like we saw Brunson do to Julian Champagne in the finals.
Ooh, yeah, that's
Um,
bad.
yeah. I mean, we have Tobias Harris, right? Tobias Harris is like 6'7", 6'8". He's another guy that's pretty much a wing size. We had Rudy Gay, another guy that was wing size that ended up playing the four. But granted, eventually, like right now we're in an era where we're playing, they call positional basketball, or they're thinking outside the box. But I think in the future, just like we're going to go back to cable eventually, is my prediction. Like it is just going to be a situation where we have to stop doing these apps, all these watch along apps and stuff like that, and just go back to cable just because of financial reasons. I think eventually the NBA will go back to like more traditional positions or traditional looking things, just because I think the talent will be there. But yeah, yeah, they can move him to the three, move Wimby to the four. They can move him to the three and find another four long term. Like if him and Tobias could play together, or if they bring in another four, along that way, he can do that.
Yeah.
But it seems
Uh,
like the Spurs are destined to play like this big wing at the four. That's what they're. But they did bring in Jaden Quintons, and they have Taurus Reed, so technically they could play Wimby at the four if they wanted to, long term. So, and you might want to do that to
what?
save his career. Because
Wow. So is this game going into overtime, or what's going on here?
yeah, like why
Yeah,
are
it
we
looks like this
watching?
one's going in overtime.
Like why are we watching the Portland Orlando game? Can we get to the
Yeah, it's
Spurs
gonna
game
go
already?
into overtime.
I wonder if they shifted to ESPN2 or something for this game, or what's going on.
Maybe.
Let me check ES.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say for getting Tobias. Tobias really Tobias can really play the three. I can see how he plays the four. Body's a little bit different from Carter Bryant, just because there's gonna be times where teams may go bigger. Like
Mhm.
I wouldn't want Carter Bryant guarding Nas Reed, right? I can have Tobias Harris guard Nas Reed. I can't. To me, I don't want Carter Bryant guarding Nas Reed, especially if he gets stuck in the post. Like that's a bad matchup to me. I don't want I don't want Carter Bryant guarding Aaron Gordon. I'd have Tobias guard Aaron Gordon. I don't really want Carter Bryant guarding Aaron Gordon, but that's because of the post, I guess.
I mean, Aaron Gordon's a three, really.
Um, Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, Aaron Gordon's a three.
I see him being as more of a four.
He's more of a three. Michael Porter. That's what the thing is. Like people don't really like look at things. Like Michael Porter was the four in that's instance. He was the rebounder. He was the guy that guard the four at the time. Aaron, the way defenses are set up, different players are going to move around different spots depending on what the matchup is.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Aaron Gordon can guard fours. He can guard threes. He can guard fives. It's just depending on
Mm-hmm.
what Jokic can match up with, who Michael Porter can match up with, how they're trying to hide Jamal Murray in situations. So obviously, and they also Christian Braun, like those Christian Braun and Aaron Gordon work as a tandem to cover up and help out the whole situation, much like Castle and Carter Bryant would. right? They're
Definitely
gonna
Bruce
tough.
Brown for sure. Christian Brown, yeah. I guess when he came in,
Yeah, Christian Brown's one of the better defenders in the NBA. That's why he got paid. Unfortunately, he can't hit a three to save his life, and that kind of screws Denver's situation. But
yeah,
yeah. So that's what's gonna Carter Bryant's gonna have to switch. He's gonna have to guard threes, he's gonna have to guard fours, he's gonna have to guard fives at times. And that's what he's gonna have to gain strength. That's the bottom line is what he's gonna have to do in the NBA, regardless if
yeah,
because it's not really a matchup league anymore. It's not like a three is gonna guard a three anymore. Um you're gonna get switched on, you're gonna you have to pick up in transition, you're gonna have to
hmm
um you have to, and also the versatility allows you to do different things, right? Like we want to let Wimby roam off of players. Like we saw, Jason Tatum had to guard Derek Lively in the Dallas finals because they kept getting that pick and roll switch with Luka, and
hmm
so Lively, because of Tatum's size and athleticism, he was able to guard Lively, and so when they tried to do that switch, Tatum took Luka, and it wasn't a mismatch because
hmm
Tatum has this athleticism and the size to deal with Luka. So there's gonna be
yeah,
situations where it's just gonna have to be worked around. So Carter Bryant's gonna have to, you know, have to situations where, I mean, Kawhi had to guard guards at times. He had to guard big men at times. He had to take on what the toughest assignment was, along with Danny
yeah,
Green.
for sure.
So that's going to be their job long term. So, but I mean, understand people, obviously want to go back. It's a fight, right? People have just seen the game played a certain way, and sometimes I'm like the same way. Like I've seen a 6'7", 6'8" guy play the three. Why can't we get a four in there?
hmm
A proper traditional four to play next to Wimby, or there's a lot of people that just want to play Wimby at the four, right? And have a bruiser like Tars Reed or Quintance or somebody play the five, and then that would make
hmm
a lot of people happy. So, but yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, I would love for Carter Bryant to play the three and get another four. Find that missing four piece, because I think that's the piece that we've been missing. That Boris Diaw, Kyle Anderson role, point
hmm
forward kind of guy that can do multiple things, handle the
hmm
rock, be a connected piece. Like him, and I think him having that piece and having Harper play together just make our
hmm
offense a lot more dynamic, passing wise. Because I think that's the kind of the missing piece the Spurs will have to find eventually one time.
yeah.
But,
Like I don't know. Just for me, we know how we feel about Keldon, and
mhm.
to me, because Keldon's basically playing the small forward, right?
He's more of a four. He's playing more of the four. Like he guards the post players. That's all basically what he can only do is guard post players at times. So it's the responsibility of like a Carter Bryant to take on that three. If it's a really good small forward, Carter Bryant will take it. If it's
Oh,
and Keldon will
okay,
guard the Julius Randles of the world. He'll guard centers. He was guarding centers. That's pretty much what Keldon's good at, is post defense, because he's physical. As far as
yeah,
guarding one on one other guys, not so much.
okay. So here's my question: If I get what you're saying, we're gonna have the switches, this, that, and the other. I mean, to me, it looked like Keldon. I get what you're saying. He was guarding Julius Randle.
He's guarding Nars Reed. He's guarding Randall.
Yeah.
Trying to
Um,
think of what else. Who else he guarded?
Now that we have acquaintance, right?
He guarded Cat at times. He was on Cat.
Right, and Cat needed to shoot over the top of him.
Yeah.
Now that we got acquaintance who's 6'9" and
Mhm.
his long wingspan, um, and if Carter's going to get the minutes,
Mhm.
and acquaintance plays that four, I mean, which for me Carter would play the three. Does that put Keldon at the two, or like what? Because to me, I feel like Keldon being there for me
Mhm.
is looking more like a three, and that's causing issues for Carter because he's not getting an opportunity to actually play that natural position. And it's kind of log jamming his log jamming the backup roles personally.
It's tough because you've got three guards that have to play also, right? Castle will play some small forward. Vassell will
Uh-huh.
play some small forward.
Uh-huh.
Um, there's a backup, and it's when you're playing three guards or stuff like that, or three wings, or however you want to categorize some of these guys. It's going to be, a tough situation where you have to kind of go small. But as the team evolves, yeah, there'll be questions about what is Keldon's role. What is Keldon long term? There should be, at least. I don't think the organization will probably always be in love with him and stay with him, just because the loyalty and what he represents to the city and blah 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 blah. But there should be a point where you call into question what is his long term role with the team. Go Spurs, go! Yeah, go Spurs, go! We're waiting for the game. I don't know if it's on another channel that we're not watching right now.
They said it's coming up next on ESPN.
Oh, okay, so they're gonna hold it on.
Yeah. But yeah, I know some things are gonna change and whatnot. Mm-hmm. I feel like I've always been in the mindset that two players gotta go. And Keldon and Vassell. People can tell me that I'm crazy. That's fine. And it's not, because one is defensively means no, Keldon's just not a good defender. We get it. You know what I mean? He brings the energy, and, during the year he was able to get downhill, and that was great, but he just looked really bad come playoff time. With Vassell, it's really not that he's bad, because he's not, but it's just a log jam there at that, kind of guard position. And I get you're going to play him in a small forward or Castle at the small forward, which personally I don't even like Castle at the small forward against better competition. To me, he gets taken a little bit advantage. I would rather have him on the perimeter guarding that, so we can lock up and make sure that teams don't shoot us out the building, which happened way too often. So, and I get it. Fox would be the main guy a lot of people want gone, but that's not going to happen. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, it is what it is. Just live with what we got and try to, I guess, they're trying to figure it out and keep things moving. But in a perfect world, yeah, I would, if not to have Vassell off the team, then he comes off the bench and you move Champagne to the 3, and then you have Tobias at the 4 and Wemby at the 5, something along those lines. And you would have, Castle at the 2 and Fox at the 1, and we run it that way. Yeah. I would be okay with that. If you bring Castle off the bench and keep Vassell on, okay, now you have an extra shooter. I'm cool with kind of rolling it with it that way too. Just you won't have shooting off the bench and your best defenders also on the bench in Castle. So it's, one thing he's got to give or take. One thing's got to go or not. The way they are constructed did get him to the finals. That's great. Mm-hmm. Now we'll see what happens.
Lost to a team that was constructed the same way. Except OG Anunoby and Brunson are just better than Fox and whatever we had at Julian Champagny.
Yeah, kind of, but they are kind of constructed the same way, but the players are different because OG can put the ball on the ground. Champagne's not really the guy's going to.
That's what I'm saying. They're just better. They were just better.
Yeah.
OG 6'8", Champagne's 6'7". There's about an inch difference there. Brunson's obviously smaller than Fox.
Right.
So.
But I guess what I'm saying
is smaller than Castle.
Yeah. I guess what I'm saying is because those guys, though Josh Hart's not really known as a shooter, but everybody else could kind of, between Brunson and OG and even Cat, knocking down threes. And then you had some support off the bench. I mean, they're just relentless. They beat us. But look back at the year of teams that the Spurs lost to, that we lost to during the year, lost to the Warriors when they were fully healthy twice. I mean, because of Steph, I get it, but 3-point shooters. The Suns beat us twice when they were fully at their best, or when they were fully healthy. 3-point shooters. I mean, when the Hornets got us one of the game, 3-point shooters. So that's my thing is like, okay, we know the Spurs can't match up the best for 3-point shooters, but we got to be able to defend the perimeter. And if you can't defend the perimeter, you're going to have to put the offense out there that can go and score and knock down those shots. And right now, we don't have that. So even against the Knicks,
the
we didn't have that, but we still got there. So, I mean, it still worked, but at the end of the day, we just weren't able to go back at them and be as relentless as the Knicks were. That was the difference.
Yeah, I just think Brunson and OG were the big difference in the team. Like if we had a competent four man that wasn't going to get played off, like Champagne ended up getting played off the court. If we had an OG and an OB at the four, and a Brunson level player instead of Fox, I think that series is way different, right? We pretty much brought in Fox to be the closer, just like Brunson, right? But he got injured, and then there were still concerns about the way they run the offense. Like I'm still concerned about if you're going to put the ball in Castle's hand. I don't want Fox to run off screens and be a movement shooter. I don't want him to like not have the ball in his hands constantly like he has his whole career. Like it doesn't make much sense to me. I understand, it can work in especially in the regular season, but I just don't feel like it's competent. Like it's using your guys to the best of the ability, right? It's like we're doing the Derek White, DeJounte Murray thing again. Like we're doing where DeJounte has to be the shooter and he has to come off screens and he has to do all, and that's not DeJounte's game, right? And as soon as we shifted to a DeJounte centered offense, the Spurs, he blossomed. The Spurs kind of went as they went, and Derek was able to fill in a role. And it worked a lot better. I just think they have it reversed again. I think it's just, I don't know why they keep doing that. There's got to be a rhyme and reason they believe in why that works. But I just think that those roles need to be switched. I mean, you don't get the best transition point guard, the guy who has the ball at most of his hand, and then a really good clutch player, and then try to turn him into Devin Vassell, where he's running off screens, where he has to hit movement threes. He's got to hit spot up threes. He's got to get to the mid range off a curl and hit a mid range shot. Like it doesn't make that's not his game. So I don't understand the rhyme and reason. Like it'd be much better just to give Vassell those reps that Fox gets because that's what he's accustomed to and that's what he's good at.
Right.
Instead of trying to turn, because you're turning Vassell basically into Julian Champagnie. Like you're just trying to make him spot up on threes, run a little screen once in a while, and you're just not using Vassell to the maximum level you can be. And we kind of say with the Knicks too, it's kind of like the Knicks problem too, because they don't maximize Mikal Bridges. Yeah, Mikal Bridges had that one game where he went off and was like KD for a little bit, but for the most part, he gets really minimized in that offense.
Yeah.
And so that's something. We both kind of agree that it's like a weird roster construction. Like it works, but it's not like what we prefer. And I think it could work a lot better and more cohesive if there was different players and a different situation. But it's tough because you need certain players to play certain defensive positions, and that changes the dynamic, and then you have to compensate for their lack of offensive some ways. And then now you throw in Harper, which is another thing that I don't think the Spurs were, they didn't feel like they were going to get him, right? We were going to get a lower pick. We would have picked Carter Bryant. If we would have got anything lower, we would have just picked Carter Bryant there, probably.
Yeah.
And then the roster would have made a little bit more sense. Like you would have, like you would have just what's it called? Gave Fox the first unit, and then Castle the second unit. You would just stagger them, and so they would both run their own units, and that would make a lot more sense. But we have Harper now. Harper's in the mix, and he's a great player, and we got to see what he's going to become. So the Spurs a little bit in a little weird roster construction too. They've, in the most part, like I would love for like Tobias Harris to go to the bench and be the 4 off the bench, and then get a starting level 4 like a Lauri Markkanen, and then I would feel a lot more comfortable with that. Like that, Tobias Harris moving into that Rudy Gay role off the bench, and then bringing in a starting 4. And maybe that will happen eventually. Tobias Harris contract's only 2 years, I believe.
Yes, it is.
So he could come back on a reduced role if he's still a capable player at that point. He comes off in a bench role and a cheaper contract, and that solves that problem. And then we go get another 4, or Carter Bryant steps up, or whatever happens, or they move Wemby to the 4. I don't know. Whatever they figure out to do there. So but yeah, it's just.
Go ahead.
It's just these little moves that Spurs can make, and they just don't want to do it because of like they don't want to risk their guys. They don't want to break up continuity. They don't want to make these moves because they're scared, right? And scared or just because they've had success. So it's like these little just tweaks they got to make, and hopefully they, we've seen like Boston Celtics. They'll make the tweaks, and they don't care if it's Marcus Smart. They don't care who it is. They'll do what it needs to be done, and they'll make that tweak to the team that helps them.
And they did the tweak and sent Jaylen Brown. So
yeah, and we'll see how that works out.
I think it's going to work out better than people are going to give credit for, honestly. But
yeah, I think they'll be fine the regular season. I think they need to. I mean, it was just a move that needed to happen. They just needed draft. They needed draft picks. They needed to replenish some of their role players.
Yeah.
I mean, they have to believe in Tatum's a top player that's going to be able to carry them. Paul George is a guy that can catch and shoot, kind of dribble, kind of do his thing. So. And I think he's more willing to play that secondary role or third role to Tatum than Brown probably is at this point.
Yeah.
But we'll see how that comes out. But the Spurs just need to be able to make those little tweaks. And hopefully at the deadline, they'll see what they need and they'll make that little tweak that they need to. And we'll see.
Yeah, well, they should have some money, overall. It's the $50 million that Wemby left.
Anybody stick out to you in summer league? I mean, we might as well talk about it while we're waiting.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've been waiting to talk about this. Okay, I got my sleeper. Okay. And I might just say, shoot, should I just put him as my rookie of the year? Caleb Wilson. That man was going scorched earth. On that
Not only did you
game.
like him, but he's also was tutored by your GOAT lethal shooter.
Mm-hmm. That jump shot. I did not know he had a jumper like that though.
No.
Like that, bro. Because everybody was saying he was a KG 2.0 in college. Like he had the footwork. I saw kind of the smooth movements, kind of like a Garnett a little bit. But he has that jump shot. Oh, that's a different player right there. That's somebody that can really, really turn the Bulls around.
Yeah, he shot, like they said, he made 7 threes in his whole college career, and he made 7 threes that one night.
Yeah, was on a heater.
Fluid.
Yep. Only thing, I mean, I think that's going to be with a bunch of these rookies is defense. Like his defense looks so-so. I mean, he did have 3 blocks, but it looks so-so. And then him trying to put the ball on the ground, got to work on that because Boozer did pick his pocket, I think, twice.
Yeah.
So, but he looked really good.
Everybody, I mean, to be honest with you, a lot of people look good.
Yeah. AJ looked pretty solid. Darren Peterson looked okay. He looks okay.
I think he looks really good.
he looks okay to me. But I think he's definitely the future for the Jazz. I mean, he had the one really good game and the other games were okay. You will make that decision between probably him and Keontae George within the next couple of years, which you're probably going to trade Keontae George.
He sees himself as a point guard. I don't really see Darren Peterson as a point guard, but they'll have to figure out if they can play together for sure.
Yeah. Who else looked good? Our own guy, Tyrus Reed. I do like his rebounding ability. That was something that's going to go a long way.
I mentioned on the stream a little bit of Okafor-ish with the footwork a little bit. Obviously, Okafor was a more quicker, more nimble kind of guy, but Tyrus Reed's no slouch either.
Which Okafor are we talking about?
Your guy, Duke's legend, Jahlil Okafor.
All right, I make sure there's a couple of them. I know who you were talking about. Emeka Okafor.
No, not Emeka.
who also went to UConn as well.
Yeah.
We talk about Jahlil Okafor. Yeah, he does. He does.
A little bit.
It's a little lost on defense. Got to work on that. He looks a little.
He's a little tired too. I think it is.
Yeah,
big man. That's a big man.
Yes, it is. Yeah. So, but he looked good. The footwork. They might have said in the combine. He doesn't look like the most athletic guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how many oops you're going to throw to him successfully
Yeah.
like that. But he does look like he'll be able to finish through contact and, doesn't necessarily have to dunk everything. He can actually has the touch to make, a layup or whatnot, a little hook shot. I didn't really see his jumper. I did see him take
He threw a
1
3-ball, right?
I think he took a 3-ball. It was in the game that the Spurs got absolutely obliterated.
Yeah, he said the hell with it. I'm gonna shoot.
Yeah, and the 3-ball didn't look bad. I mean, so I would assume he'll probably take some during the year. But yeah, he looked pretty good. Who else?
How'd you like Cam Boozer? I know you're a big Duke guy.
Yeah, Cam Boozer he's solid. Cam Boozer is solid, man. I think he's going to be a pretty good player. The 3-ball actually looks better than it did when he was at Duke. So I think that's something that he gets that down. He'll be pretty tough to stop. I think he could end up, if I had to compare him to somebody right now, he might end up right now be a better shooting Paolo Banchero.
Okay, Duke on Duke legend, Duke on Duke.
Yeah, better shooting Paolo Banchero.
So you're taking Cam long term over Paolo as far as like what they reach.
As of from what I'm seeing, and as far as looking at their career trajectories, unless Paolo is able to just change that and can start shooting, yeah, I think I might take Cam over Paolo.
Right. We got the Duke opinion right there.
Another Duke guy, Malik Brown.
Yeah.
I think he's a couple of years, but he could really contribute on this team based on just his defensive prowess. Like he's a guy that can get them chase down blocks, lock up, guard up. I think in the future, if you really need somebody and we're kind of like, who do we got to go to defend the perimeter or to be that, I'm not going to say he's going to be OG, but to be that kind of OG type, especially if he can get that shot going, he could be a guy.
Yeah. I was saying that if Carter Bryant ends up being a starter long term, I would project Malik Brown to be a bench player either behind him or maybe play the 4 or 5 role.
Yeah.
Just like at times. So the shot's going to be a big thing, but I mean he does everything pretty well. A little Aaron Gordonish as far as running the baseline. His ability to run the baseline. He knows where to go. They showed a little bit. Him and Reed showed a little bit of more passing ability this last game, hitting dimes. So that was a good sign from them. He knows how to function in space and roll to the basket and do things. So it's already there. Like that, the outline of a really good 3-and-D player is there. It's just that 3-ball has to materialize, and teams have to respect you shooting in it too.
Yep. Let me think. Acuff, how do you think Acuff's looked? I haven't really had a chance to.
I haven't really checked him out too much, to be honest with you. I've seen more. Was it LeBron Filion from the LeBaron?
Yeah, he's apparently had a couple good games.
Yeah. Let's see. Alan Graves had that one good game. Yaxel Luxembourg continues to do good.
Yeah, Morris had a great first game. Second game, not the best, but he'll fit in fine. A guy that we had looked at about 3 years ago, Arthur Kaluma. Scorched earth last night.
Yeah, that was a guy that was like just a 3-and-D long wing bet that we thought. I think he was at Creighton, then he went to UT.
Yeah, he was at Creighton, he went to UT. That's absolutely correct. But he looks good, man. I mean, hey, if you're the Lakers, you might want to, bring him up on the squad.
Between him and if you're the Lakers, you really want Athero and him to develop.
Yes, Athero looks good too.
So you need those guys to develop, so you have some wing depth that you can throw to defend Luka and Reeves.
Yep.
Carter Bryant is out in the pink. He's out for summer league. That was all she wrote. That one good game. You like him sitting out, or would you like to see one more game, or would you like to see him play the whole?
I'm
Oh,
okay with
Terrace
him
Reed's out
sitting
too.
out. Terrace is out too.
Wow, this game's gonna really
Uh,
suck.
we'll see. And the Bucks aren't the greatest. We get to see how Nate Ament's gonna do.
Nate
Ben
Ament,
Simmons,
Brandon Barrios. We got
doppelganger.
Spurs great Boston Brandon Boston Jr. on the team. Kaspers Yakachonis from the Miami Heat for the trade. He just gets a steal right there. Oh no.
Braden Burries is
That was their top pick at I think at 10.
yeah.
He reminds me a lot of
I think
Derek White, to be honest with you. The way he's not the most athletic guy, he just knows how to play though.
I think he might be a little bit ahead of me.
I am at 8:48. They just stopped the game.
Yep, you're ahead of me.
Where are you?
I just saw the tip in by Malik Brown. This is on TV, so I can't really.
I can pause mine, so
That's
tell me when you
crazy. How the heck is my TV live? That's wild.
live? Are you sure it's live?
Yeah, I'm on direct.
Tell me when you get to 8:45. I just stopped it.
Bro, I'm on 8:43 now.
Oh shit, okay. Let's roll. Brandon Barrios trying to get the ball across. Yakachonis out of Miami, obviously part of the Giannis trade that brought a bunch of these guys over. Hey, shout out to what'd you think of the Tyler Hero Bam fight?
That's funny.
That was crazy to see. Shams Bomb was like, oh, they they got an altercation.
Yep. They said Bam Adebayo has more punches than Conor McGregor last night. That's crazy.
Shout out to that great fight. I hope were you locked in to watch that fight, Marshall?
Oh man. I was so mad at the last two fights, bro. Because Patty straight dominated St. Denis and Connor just doing too damn much, man.
Shout out to Malik Brown, who just got an extra position for the Spurs by throwing it off some random white guy's body. Not familiar with who. Oh, they're tussling. Let's go. Malik Brown, see, just gets open, dude. He just knows what to do. RJ Davis. USC great. Look, Malik Brown, another board, another possession. Oh, Emmanuel Miller. Oh, offensive foul. Oh,
is that AJ Green?
Is it?
Or is that no, that's Yakacina. Yeah, Yakacina. It's not bad.
Oh, the AJ Green's out here. We're really screwed. Gary Trent Jr. getting a big contract.
Yeah.
There's I call him Bronny, his older Bronny, Emmanuel Miller. I was like, he looks like a adult, like if Bronny was like 40. Timeout Spurs and a barn burner 2-2.
You know, we gotta see what's your we got another one.
Ooh, what's your favorite basketball player in the Spurs? Are we talking about current team or are we talking about all time? We go current team right now. Who is your favorite? We'll go Summer League too.
Both.
Okay, we'll go Summer League, full roster, and then all time.
Summer League, he's got to be Terrace Reed.
Okay. I go Carter Bryant.
Okay.
Okay. Full squad. Dylan Harper for me. Obviously, Wimby's in a different category. Like,
yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Between Harper and Castle for me.
Yeah.
I'm just a sucker for left-handed point guards with great vision. I'm gonna say great vision, really good vision.
That's kind of tough. That's tough right now, honestly.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun players, man. Harper, Castle, Fox.
I guess I'll go Castle.
Yeah. Hey, he's fun, man. He's fun. Locks
he
up
is.
dog on
he
defense.
He irritates me.
Way better athletic, like a surprising boomer for me.
Yeah, his dunks are nice. It's just the way he just I know he'll get better. The turnovers just irritate the crap out of me.
And then all time is Manu.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with that because
Oh, there you go. That isn't a Tony Parker signature.
mm-mm.
Hey, do we want to touch on how do you feel about Jacoby Toby? You want to touch on that? You want to touch that, or you just want to keep it moving?
I mean, hey man, listen, it's up to
Oh, the
you,
game's
bro.
back on. The game's back. We'll go next time out.
What you want to do?
Oh, Nate, man, just break the shot. There you go.
Yeah, man.
What about Jacoby Gillespie? How you rating his performances?
Gillespie,
Oh, Milicic.
he's going to take some time to go. What I was going to say is a guy maybe you could call up
Nate, man, nice.
from time to time would be RJ Davis. I actually like RJ Davis.
Hey, like I said, 42% in the G League last year. The Lakers, South Bay Lakers. He can shoot, man. Baby Luka Samanic. Oh, baby Luka Samanic for 3. Milicic.
Yeah, now you're behind me. I can't pause it.
All right, where are you at?
Wow. 640. 643. Sorry, 643. Stopped it, and the Mint's trying to put on his shoe.
Yeah, the Mint came out of his shoe. It looks like a deer
AKA
out there,
Ben Simmons,
AKA
Ben Simmons doppelganger.
He does have a little bit of a Australian look to him.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot who else the kid from Holes, I think they said.
Hector Zeroni. Oh no, that's crazy.
23, White Jordan. Who's this guy? I gotta look up the roster. I looked at it earlier, but I didn't scope 23. Markovic. He was a pick last year. He's technically a rookie now.
That means he can shoot, according to Shaq.
Anything with a Vitch, right?
Yep. Know your Vitches.
Know your Vitches. Let's see. Oh, Lee. Uh-oh. Yakachon is out of control. Fortunately, it goes back to them off of Gillespie. Barb burner 5-4 right now. Nate Menace checking out. And so is Yakachonis. Who do we brought in for him? Is that the NASA's? No.
Dang, I'm mad.
Well, I have 19.
Because I could have. I don't know if they shared the court, but bro, we had Leocata. We had Leocata the last 2 games, and I wasn't here.
Dude, they should make that poster right the rush hour,
bro.
Internet, you're missing something right now. Oh, Malik Brown out of nowhere helps corral that Gillespie maybe was a little bit in trouble. Malik Brown just comes over and erases it. Something that we did not get from Sohan was rim protection.
You had to bring him up.
Yeah. See, we got Malik Brown's at center. RJ Melendez, who got nice scoop layup by.
That was nice.
30. Who's 30? Ryan. Oh, Gillespie. Oh, got that sent.
Ryan who? Ryan Rollins?
Who? No, Ryan. Last name was Ryan. I don't hit something.
Okay.
Burries with a nice defensive play. How we like Malik Brown at a small ball 5?
For summer league, you know.
Mm-hmm. He looks a lot bigger than I thought he'd be, like physically.
Mm-hmm.
RJ Melendez got back cut, and Brown didn't come over for help, but luckily he smoked it. Good recognition from Brown. Finds Lee. Oh, Lee. Oh, wow. He got mugged. Missed the layup, but he will be going to the line for 1. Is that Larry Nance's brother?
Okay, I was about to say that is him. Okay.
Larry Nance's brother.
Yeah. Harry Nance. No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
There you go. We've seen a couple people get backdoored in the pause on from the Spurs. Did my stream just freeze? No. Okay, Lee. Oh, good miss. There we go. How we digging the pink for the Spurs?
Might be salmon.
Salmon. Okay, how we liking salmon?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing. Summertime pink. I mean, it's part of it's in the logo. So
it reminds me of when they did that with the college basketball. They did the Mally Invitational.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what it reminds me of. Oh, Gillespie pull back 3. Okay. Under control, pull back 3. I don't think we'll see 16 shot Gillespie very much, but oh, there we go. Lee with a block. Is that none in transition? And he got fouled. He got hammered. Good defense from Lee. Wessels is in. None taking it. That's my man. You seen those videos?
Oh yeah.
That's my man.
You better be shooting free throws, yeah.
Bro, it's so funny.
That's crazy. Okay.
Oh, there we go. On cue, another missed free throw. Dun, 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 dun. So do you think Ryan Reynolds. Oh, Lee.
Deadpool?
Oh, Deadpool for 3. No, as RJ Davis have a chance to, obviously not priority wise, but Jacoby, I guess it's Jacoby. I guess David Jones Garcia has to figure out in this situation too.
Yeah, that's true.
Who are you choosing? Oh, Lee. Like it. Oh, just can't get it.
Guess it depends on how DJG looks coming off of that injury.
Do you want to offer him a contract, or are you okay letting him go?
I kind of want to offer him a contract because you can potentially get his stock up.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if he does, if we don't, give him a contract, then it is what it is.
Yeah. Apparently, there's a team in overseas that really wants him.
Damn, he wouldn't even be in the NBA. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Kara Lewis Jr. in the game. Former Pelicans top pick. Out of, where did he come from? Alabama, right?
Yes.
Thought to be the next Alabama great guard after Colin Sexton. Didn't quite work out for him. He's in the G League trying to make a name for himself. We'll see what he got. He's not even in the game, right? Or tripping. Oh, RJ Melendez, after getting demoted for Milicic Jr., has stepped up and hit a 3. He's now guarding the post. Ryan getting frisky. Big man. Good defense. RJ Davis going to probably get it blocked. Ooh, nice play by Brandon Barrios. What was it last name? What is his name? Last name?
Spurs.
Barrios. Yeah, Brandon. Is it Braden or Brandon?
I think it's Braden Burries.
Yeah. Just showing his defensive chops. I think he'll be a good. It was an interesting pick though with Ryan Reynolds too. I guess they could theoretically play together anyways, but I think typically you would want to play Gary Trent. I guess you paid him now, so Gary Trent or what's the other? You just mentioned his name.
AJ Green.
Yeah, AJ Green, another movement shooter.
Mm.
But I mean, technically, Barrows can just step into that backup role to Ryan Reynolds, and you have two great defensive guards at all times.
Wait, is his name Ryan Reynolds?
Who?
You said Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Rollins. Ryan Rollins. There you go.
No. I kept hearing Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, it's RR. I just keep forgetting. Automatically when I see RR, I just got him on Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. Okay. I'm making sure. Reynolds. I was like, is his name Ryan Reynolds? Am I misremembering?
So I guess Kuzma will start, and you'll have Nate Ament behind him. I don't really familiar with who else is on the books, but you have Yaka Chonas too. So how does he? You
got Khalil Ware in there.
Yeah, Khalil Ware
and Miles Turner.
Yeah, Miles Turner. I don't know. I imagine Miles Turner will be off the team eventually. I don't know if you could just bring Ware off the bench, but theoretically, you got two decent units except for stars, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Vanessa Richardson, what's up? Just doing an expose on Corey.
Yeah.
Oh, Jacoby went right when you want to go right to the Jacoby talk after that.
Huh?
You want to go right into the Jacoby talk?
Jacoby.
Not Jacoby. I was thinking Jacoby.
Toby?
Yeah. Jacob Toby.
Let's just say in some deep waters, then.
Okay. Do you think he should have the big topic is do you think he should have lost his job?
That is the question, right?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't commit a crime.
Mm-hmm.
It makes him look like a really bad person,
mm-hmm.
allegedly. Because
we don't even know if it's true.
Again, we don't know anything of the story, and it could be a deal where maybe the girl was crazy, and he's like, "We're not even together, so what are you doing?"
Yeah,
right. So I don't know, but he didn't commit a crime. But I understand why the Spurs did it because you're trying to keep, the image, and plus it's just like he's not a star player or something like that.
He's replaceable.
Super. He's replaceable. He's not superly important to
the success
the
of
organization. But I do have a question on this though. Like, what if it were? What if we found out and let's say Toby was in Bill Land's shoes and Land had been there for 20, even 30 years, and we found out something like that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they would have gotten rid of him, or do you think they would have kept him too? Because it's just, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. If he would have been like a fixture of the Spurs voice, I think the Spurs would still would have pulled the cord, just knowing the Spurs. Yeah. Any kind of embarrassment, especially during the Wemby years now, where they're trying to really like market it heavily. It's just you can't embarrass the organization.
Keep in mind,
they can't even like have Native American night anymore. Like, that would be crazy to have that.
I don't know. Just keep in mind. Remember Tony Parker?
Yeah, I mean Tony Parker like could do he could have relations with every wife in San Antonio as long as he won championships. No one would really care.
Yeah.
Now that was pretty dirty though. I mean, if we got Jason Kidd, he would have been gone. So.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. That was always be one of the what ifs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
Milicic for 3. Blick it. 2 threes for Milicic today. Nice showing from him. He's happy.
Spurs
23-6, man. The Spurs are rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Spurs are rolling. Question about Jacob Toby situation. Was the girl in the right or wrong for posting it on his social media?
Man. I mean, she's petty. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Whether right or wrong, I would probably go and say, let me see. I just say she was probably smart. I can't really say right or wrong, man.
Okay. I'll go with
I mean,
wrong. I don't think you ever should hack into this. I mean, depending on what the situation was with that social media, like if they did like a joint thing or she willingly had his password, but if she hacked into the phone and posted something, no, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't hack.
Yeah, if she hacked into the phone, no, I agree with that. But if he just left his phone there,
yeah,
and she, got into his phone, knew his password, whatnot, while he was asleep,
yeah,
and did that, I mean, yeah, shit, she's smart. That's all I'm saying.
But from a standpoint as far as like, should she have done it or not? Like, I mean, if she's with, if you're with somebody for 6 years and they do that to you, I mean, go at it. Be petty if you want to or whatever.
yeah,
Just from a
that's
situation, like, should you do it? No, you probably should post from your own account and air out that situation.
Yeah.
But I don't really care that she did. I mean, honestly, I don't really.
Yeah, I would probably say, should she have posted it on hers? Yeah, it's just very, very messy, man.
Yeah, that was surprising, man. That was that was a surprising situation.
I did not know that. I did not know that was gonna happen.
Yeah, I was like, all right. I didn't really know anything about his personal life, to be honest with you. I thought he was single, to be honest with you.
I knew he had a girlfriend. I didn't know that. Because I think he mentioned it before.
Oh, really?
On air. I think he mentioned it before on air, or I know I at least checked his IG profile one time. And I think that was when he was talking about doing like his music when he was playing the guitar and he performed at the Rock.
Oh yeah,
I think it was during the rodeo road trip or something like that.
I forgot which album though.
Yeah, I was like, let me listen to hear a little bit of his music, and he wasn't bad, sing a little bit.
Sang the national anthem, right? Spurs.
Did he sing the national anthem?
I think he did. Nice footwork from the big. I think most of the bigs would have traveled in that one, but the Bucks big stayed down. Let's see, who do we got here that's fun to watch? Oh, pickpocketed right there. That's got to be what's it called? Do they call what is that rule? Why am I blanking on the rule?
Yeah.
Corliss Williamson, man. Crazy to see him
But
out there. Remembering on the Kings.
Yeah. Got a couple of former players on the staff.
Rashard Lewis, one of my faves.
Yes, Rashard Lewis. What are you talking about? When we're talking about a guy that could shoot, that would play the 4 and play defense, that is the guy.
that is the perfect archetype next to Wemby.
Oh yeah.
Play inside, outside. Manuel Miller. Oh, he makes it in. Manuel Miller.
All right.
After having a shitty game last game, last second shot off the backboard to go in. And the Spurs dominate the first quarter.
Yeah.
I believe it was 25 to something. 25-10.
10.
Spurs actually average a normal point total in a quarter.
Yep. Do you
25.
know your Millers, man?
Miller Light, Leonard Miller, Emmanuel Miller, Reggie Miller,
Brandon Miller,
Brandon Miller. Oh,
Baba
that's good.
Miller,
Baba Miller.
Jordan Miller.
Oh, Baba Miller, our guy.
Yeah, Jordan Miller.
Jordan. Who's Jordan Miller?
Played for Florida State. Now he plays with the Clippers.
Oh, our other guy, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, for a while, we were like, are we going to get Weir the Millers?
Yeah. Are we going to get the Miller time?
Oh, Brad Miller.
Oh, Brad Miller. Throwback. One of the forgotten elite big man for a while.
Mm-hmm.
No one will remember his greatness.
Yeah.
How many times All-Star did he play? I know he at least got one. I want to say he got 3.
Let's look that up, shall we?
Brad Miller All-Star appearances. That's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. In Summer League. You know, the Timberwolves, I know that.
So he played all the way through 2012.
Mm-hmm. 2-time All-Star.
2-time All-Star.
With the Pacers and the Kings.
Yeah, I think he might have been one with the Kings.
Mm-hmm. He was on the Pacers. I remember the Pacers one. I remember when he was a Pacer. I think briefly I remember the King. I remember seeing him in Kings uniform. I remember playing, like seeing him play while he was on the Kings.
Yeah, Pacers in 03 and the Kings in 04. Back-to-back years. That's crazy.
Back-to-back Miller. Yakachonis finds random 2K player. Throws up a layup and misses, but gets fouled. Let's see. Let me be respectful. Oh, 19 is Lewis. Okay. I think he was brought over in a trade with Washington's pick.
So I am going to ask you this question.
Okay. Where are we going? Let's see. Should be interesting.
Without you looking, what is Brad Miller's career high in points?
All like in a game or like season?
In a game.
Ooh. I want to say he got like 41.
You're close.
What do you get?
38.
Oof. Okay. Good old Brad. Emmanuel Miller. Nope. Gillespie under control, looking for a shot. Good read out the pick and roll. Emmanuel Miller. Oh, good swing pass. Everybody's passing it, kind of off though. Oh, Nunn tried to draw. Was that Nunn or what the hell? That's not Nunn. Who was 37 again? I forgot.
Isn't that what's his face?
I keep forgetting 37.
I can't think of his name right now either.
Is he on the roster? It's not Ziegler?
The last, wait, was that 37?
Yeah.
No, I don't know then.
I don't know, but he's out. They said no more of him. Emmanuel Miller. Emmanuel Miller hoops time. Need a minute. Like he looks so young, dude. Long-term project for the Bucks. Hopefully pans out for them so they can not suck forever. We'll see how they bounce back from the Giannis years. Gillespie. Oh, nice play by Gillespie. Downhill scoop layup. In a man transition. Let's see what happens. Gets swallowed up by 27.
I don't even know who 27 is.
I think he's the guy from Congo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Booty. Busted booty. Uh, Gidiaco?
It's something like MU. Oh, there's your guy.
Barnstable.
Barnstable get an early look today. Spurs are going deep into the bench today with the third stringers or four stringers in the center position, and it looks like he jumped both Tyron Crawford Jr. and who's the other guard that they play? It's deep in the bench. Get out there, dog.
It's a good closeout.
Good close running. Manuel Miller, let's stop drilling here. Good. Oh, whoa. Dear God. All right, let's settle down. Everybody settle down. Okay. Oh, they're calling out Malik Brown. Ticky tack fall right there. Our other guy, John Butler Jr. on the team, on the Bucks team too. I just saw him. Oh, someone might have broken their wrist or something. That's not good. It's going to the okay. That's going straight back. Jakachonis. See what he develops in. They got nothing but time to try to develop him. Need a minute. Oh, off the rebound. Milicic back in. Oh, Marshall's guy for three. Ah. Oh, let's see. He gets back. Oh, he wanted that block big time, but it affected the shot though.
Good defense.
Yeah. Oh. He's going for the cross. Let's see what's going. What's going to do? Oh. And that might be the end of his night. Oh, look at this disgusting lineup. Ryan Rollins, Tyro Hero, Jaime Jaquez, Kuzma.
He's gonna start. I'm interested.
Yeesh. I would say the Hero, Jaime Jaquez, and Kuzma all would be better as on the bench players.
They're all probably gonna get traded
if you're gonna try to win a championship. I didn't even see their bench, to be honest with you.
Depth, they had Ware behind Kuzma.
Turner. Gary Trent. What happens with Gary Trent and AJ Green now? Now that Hero's there. I forgot about Hero.
Yeah, Gary Trent's playing behind Hero. I didn't see AJ Green, actually, so he may not even be on the team anymore.
That's crazy.
Let's have a look, shall we?
Then you got like what happened? Now you got Jakachonis. You got Jakachonis and Barry's now there too. So like, how do you fit the?
Oh, okay. He is still on the Bucks. But I don't know why I didn't see his name. That's weird.
I don't got space, to be honest with you. Unless they go super small. Malik Brown. I'd like to see some offense from Malik Brown.
Right. That's kind of what I wanted to see too.
Like, might as well, right? Like, what are we really trying to develop here? We're trying to develop.
Show what you're working with.
Shake it fast. What is your guy's name again? I keep forgetting him. Barnstable. We'll have the call. Oh, Barnstable with the block? No, just I don't know what happened there, but good defense anyways. Good close out by Barnstable. Gillespie looking serious. Locked in. Is that Kira Lewis finally in? Got the Ricky Davis, Darius Miles accessories on. Larry Nance Jr. trying to dribble.
I don't know what his brother's name is.
Pete Nance? It's not Pete Nance. Isn't there a third Nance, or is it just two?
I think there is three of them, aren't they?
It's like the Plumleys. There's Larry. I think there's a Pete, and I don't know who this guy is.
So, what's the best trio of brothers to have ever played in the NBA?
Trio of brothers. Whew. Giannis, Thanasis. Oh. Whew. The Wagners only have 2.
The Currys only have 2.
Shoot, yeah.
I have one in mind.
Okay, shoot it.
One shoot you. I ain't gonna shoot you.
Yeah. Warriors only have 2.
Holidays.
Oh yeah, they're probably they got to probably be up there.
I would probably say them.
Is there 4 of them? There's only 3.
There's only 3 of them, but all of them either they played significant minutes in an NBA game or on an NBA roster. Because obviously we know Drew. Justin played with Washington, and he was actually, I don't remember if he was starting or if he was coming off the bench. And then the youngest one was playing with the Rockets. I don't know if he's still there or not.
Aaron Holiday.
Aaron Holiday, yep. I think Wiggins, there's only 2 Wiggins that I know of.
Yeah. Are they related, Aaron and Andrew?
Yeah, they're brothers.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they don't look.
Yeah. Let's look at Google. Let's see the best trio of brothers. NBA. Let's see what we come up with. It's got to be something. Robin and Brooke, they only have 2, though. The Gasols would be way up there if they had another one. Morris, Brent, John, and Drew Barry. That's his dad, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I said the best and most accomplished trio of brothers in NBA history is the Holiday brothers, Drew, Justin, and Aaron.
Yeah. A bunch of two combos, though. A bunch of 2 combos, like a bunch of just brothers.
Yeah.
The tough one.
Yep.
Man, Paul Marcus Gasol. Whew, what a combo.
Yep. You have the Ball brothers, but obviously LiAngelo didn't
make it. LiAngelo blew it.
Yeah. You had Giannis, Thanasis, and Alex.
Yeah. Thanasis is carrying that group, to be honest with you.
The Plumleys, Miles, Mason, and Marshall. And that is it.
Taylor Jenkins. Good pickup by the Bucks. Taylor Jenkins. Look at
okay. Now here's my other question. Who's the best cousin duo to ever play in the NBA?
Best cousin. Let's see. The first one comes to mind is what? T-Mac and Vince. Yeah. Milicic? No, he got fouled. A little light for Milicic today. 2 threes. Been decent.
The only other one I can think of is SGA and Nikhil.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty good deal. Let's see. Google.
But I still take T-Mac and
yeah.
Vince over there.
Yeah, that was I wish they would have been able to play together out of Toronto, to be honest with you. Ooh, Halliburton and Suggs are cousins. I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
Wow. Interesting.
But yeah, right now it's the best cousin duo in the NBA is SGA and Nikhil. Historically, the undisputed best cousin duo of all time is Hall of Famers Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady.
Yeah. Yeah, I still want to see that. I still would want to see that in Toronto. What that would have become, but obviously T-Mac, deserved his own team, worked his way up to there.
Yeah, me and a buddy were actually having a conversation about T Mac earlier, and
Ooh, Brandon Berries for 3. Like it. What was the combo centered around?
Say it one more time.
What was it? Brandon Boston. What was the convo about?
We're just talking about. Well, I was saying T Mac was my favorite player of all time, and it was just like he never. I don't think he ever got the help for a team to help him kind of get over the hump. I mean, he should have gone. Tim Duncan was going to go to Orlando. Imagine it would have been T Mac, Timmy, and Grant Hill. And then Grant Hill got hurt. So then T Mac was supposed to go to the Sixers, but apparently the Sixers didn't want to give up Eric Snow. So it would have been T Mac and AI.
I don't like that duo, but that'd been fun just scoring wise.
That'd have been crazy. I mean, I think it could have worked because you would have had them taking most of the shots, and then everybody else wants to play defense as it is. So I don't know. And then
Yao Ming and T Mac.
Yeah, Yao just couldn't stay healthy, and they just never really had. They were never able to fill out the rest of their roster. Because I mean, you look at a guy like Kobe. Kobe had Shaq, and then he also had Mark Gasol, Odom, Bynum. He had a roster. I mean, T-Mac had what? Rafer Alston and Yao and
Skip to my Lou.
Yeah. But
RJ Davis.
That's not to me, that's not comparable to what Kobe had, even what Timmy had, even what D Wade had, I mean, he never was able to get over the hump. I mean, I think Vince Carter might have been on better teams, especially when he went to the Nets.
Yeah.
So yeah, T-Mac just never had the teams, man.
Yeah, unfortunately. And the injury.
Yeah, and then obviously he had the injury.
A great player while he was super fun player, athletic, dynamic scorer. Him and Yao would have been fun. I said him and Yao would have been fun. But yeah, Grant Hill and Tim Duncan too would have been super fun too. Really awkward to see that, but
yeah, T-Mac and AI, that would have been the one I would have wanted to see for sure.
That would have been interesting because they're both kind of both scoring guards, both led the league in scoring at one point.
And that's shit. Trying to guard both of them and then just having guys that can shoot around you and really just want to play defense. Because really all they needed was another guy to be able to score. They didn't really have another guy to score.
I mean, T-Mac would have had to play really good on defense.
Yeah, well, she wasn't terrible defender.
And he would have to sacrifice his scoring.
Yeah, one of them definitely would have.
Or him or AI, whichever.
Yeah, one of them definitely would have. So again, it would have just been interesting to see.
Who else is on that team? Aaron McKee,
Danielle Marshall, Dikembe Mutombo.
Ooh, Danielle Marshall, man. Prime Danielle Marshall on the Jazz. What a player. So many players will be forgotten. It's crazy.
I know.
Even like really good players, they'll just forget about them. That's why the greats are the greats, right?
Yeah. Like right now we see LaMelo Ball and everybody's like, yeah, I think of Melo for LaMelo. And it's just like, nah.
Yeah.
You know who the real Melo is.
His career turned out a lot different. After I saw him in Syracuse, I was like, dude, this guy's going to win multiple championships by himself.
Yeah.
This guy's just and then he ended up just being like his career ended up being totally different.
Oh, he kept running into. I mean, he ran into an era where you had two of the best top 10 players of all time, and Kobe and freaking Tim Duncan.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
It'd be like that sometimes.
and then when he went to New York, and they ran into LeBron and D Wade and Bosh. So yeah, what are you gonna do?
Just run into greatness, and that's nowhere to go.
Mm-hmm. Just like Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley was great, but I feel like a lot of people just respect Charles Barkley because they don't really know how
they look
great
at him
that
like
guy.
an idiot, just a big joking idiot now, joking fat idiot. They don't realize how great he was.
Oh my gosh, Charles Barkley was. He was him.
Yeah.
And he made it. People are gonna be like, "Well, he only made it to one finals." Yeah, and lost to Michael Jordan. Hello.
Yeah.
Patrick Ewing. He's another one that's probably gonna get lost.
Oh yeah, he'll get lost
With how great, and Patrick Ewing was great.
Yeah, it's just he was in the era of bigs though.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't better than David. He wasn't better than Hakeem. He wasn't better than a young Shaq. Who else? Malone.
Yeah, he'll get
Sean
lost.
Kemp's another name that's going to get lost. Sean Kemp was
the injuries, and then he came back in Portland, was fat after the lockout.
I hope guys like Ben Wallace don't get lost because Ben Wallace was tough.
He would get lost if they didn't have the championship for sure. Jermaine O'Neal's probably a guy that's going to be lost.
Yeah.
Because that was a time of power forwards. Rasheed Wallace might get lost in the sauce.
But they won a championship with him, though.
Yeah, Rasheed Wallace is nasty, bro.
Heck yeah. I had an argument with a buddy of mine. He said he thinks Rasheed Wallace is better than Dirk. And I said, I can't go.
I could see why you would think that, but like, just Dirk was just. I mean, his run, like, what was that one show where Brendan Hayward laid out like the best run by any player? Playoff run.
Yeah. That was a playoff run. He was talking about overall statistic wise, and Rasheed didn't get a chance to be the number one guy, like to shoot the same shots that Dirk did. In Dallas, so it might have been different. I'm like, but if that
he got his shots in Portland.
Yeah, but I'm like, I think if you would have put Dirk on that Detroit team instead of Rasheed Wallace, I think they win back-to-back championships. Spurs don't beat them. In all honesty,
it's tough because Dirk was the defense was such a issue.
That is the only thing, yeah. But the
like,
way he was
offensive
wise,
yeah,
he
was a go-to player.
So,
I wish they would have listened. That's the one thing too. I wish they would have listened to Duncan and got Josh Howard.
Were they projected to get Josh Howard?
Tim Duncan told them to draft him.
Oh,
and they didn't.
Well, didn't he have some issues in the end too? I
don't remember what it was. I don't know. I know Marquise Daniels did. That was another guy.
Oh, that was Marquise Daniels. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought something happened with. I thought
maybe I don't know. Oh, Watchalong the take almost got hit in the face. Sorry about the action. We weren't calling it. Brandon Berry's for 3 swishes, and the Bucks pull within 20, 40-22.
I did not know he was. I didn't know he was the head coach of North Texas.
Who? Josh Howard?
Oh.
Wow. Okay. Shout out to
the head coach at UNT.
What are they called? Green Machine?
He's the head coach of UNT Dallas Trailblazer.
Oh, there you go. Josh Howard doing the thing.
But honestly, if the Spurs would have drafted Josh Howard, yeah, that would have been back-to-back championships because he could defend and score.
Yeah, he was
nasty. When did he get drafted? 2000 and I missed it. 05 maybe. Yeah, they needed him because I think Dallas ended up beating the Spurs in the conference semis that year. And because Howard went to Wake Forest, right?
Yeah. Let's see. Shakachonis, good pass to Ryan for 3, and the cash is in the corner. Bucks creeping back in under 20. 42-25, 1 minute to go. RJ Davis, Malik Brown, Jacoby Gillespie, Emmanuel Miller, and RJ Melendez on the court for the Spurs. Oh, it could have been over and back right there. Close. You've got Yakachonis, Ryan, Larry Nance, Nate Nement, and Brandon Berries on the court for not Minnesota, for the Bucks.
Call him Larry Nance.
Larry Nance, little brother. The Bucks cause a turnover. They'll get the ball with 47 seconds left. 24-second shot clock, course. Spurs should get another opportunity if they correctly handle this. I think Bucks will go for a 2-for-1. They try to get it. Nope. But Nate Ament gets another possession for them. Ryan out. Looking on baby Luka Samanic. Kicks it out to Brandon Berries, who pulls up. Misses. Good rebound by Emmanuel Miller. And the Spurs will get the final shot with 20 seconds left. Let's see what we get. I'm guessing a Gillespie shot. Or maybe RJ Miller pops out for a 3. Nope. Oh. Good thought right there, but I don't know what happened if Malik Brown wasn't paying attention or that was just a way off pass. But turnover Spurs, 1.7 shouldn't hurt the Spurs. 8 minutes. Does he get a shot off? He does, and got to hit the weight room. Makes it to about the inner circle. And that is the half, ladies and gentlemen. Spurs came out strong, 25 points in the first half. They end up with what? Let me do my math real quick. Another 17 points in the second quarter. And that's what we have, 42-25. Milwaukee, 10 points in the first quarter, 15 points in the quarter. Let's look at the overall stats while we're here. Let me pull up. Boom, boom, boom. Let me take let's take this off so we can show you the stats real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Tough efficiency from both teams. 37% for the Spurs, 28% for the Bucks. Not too good also in 3-pointers, 30% to 27%. Spurs got about 20 attempts, so they're +9 getting the attempts up. Free throws obviously going to be weighed differently because they have 1-and-1 situations. So 57% for the Spurs, 33% for the Bucks. The rebounding numbers is impressive for the Spurs, 29-15, 20. They claim the boards on the defensive end. They've got +6 in the offensive rebound category. The assists are about total. Let's see where the turnovers are. 14-12, very sloppy game. Obviously, it's summer league. Some of these guys will not be in the league, obviously. But a very sloppy game. You're on track for about 28 turnovers for the Spurs, which is not anywhere close to where they want to be. But overall, that's Spurs have led 85% of the time with a 23-point lead at being the highest. So Emmanuel Miller leading the Spurs with 8 points. I thought this is an insight I never thought I'd say. But that's where we're at right now. Jacoby Gillespie has 7 points. Milicic with an 8-pointer too. He also is tied with Emmanuel Miller for the high scorer. Igor Milicic Jr. having a good showing. 2 of 3, hit both of his threes. Been active. Unfortunately, has 2 turnovers, but overall 2 offensive rebounds. Been really frisky on the boards, and he's gotten the start with with Taurus Reed out of the game and Carter Bryant both being out. So he steps up. He already leapfrogged RJ Melendez in the second unit. Now he is taking over in the starting unit and producing. So interesting little development for him. Probably a project for the Spurs maybe looking at to be a long-term project for them. RJ Melendez produced 5 points off the bench, and that's really it for the Spurs. I'm trying to think. Other than Milicic, I don't know anybody really stood out. I mean, Malik Brown's been active. He's gotten extra possessions. He has 2 steals, 3 assists. He's been active all over the court. Just want to see more offensive ability from him. Obviously, he needs somebody to give him the ball in spots. But I like to see some more attempts from him. You know, it's summer league. Why not get some shots up? I would probably get less from Emmanuel Miller and more from Malik Brown, if I'm going to be honest. We've seen some Harry Wessels minutes. We've seen our guy from Congo play. Only person we haven't seen is Tyrone Grant Foster. When he played, he didn't really give a great effort. I'm going to be honest with you. So I'm not really surprised if he doesn't get very much minutes. I didn't really see much hustle from him in the situations that he played. So fortunately for Grant Foster, who I was kind of high on as a late second round, early free agent pick for him, as far as athletic ball handler, but he has not been playing well. So Barnes Stables, a guy that Marshall was looking forward to seeing, and he put me on to, has 3 points. It's fun watching him play. He has 2 blocks. I'm trying to think of what they accredit him with the blocks worth, but yeah. Unfortunately, Lee has missed all of his 4 threes, 1 of 5 from the field. That's it, man. That's all we've been watching with no Taurus Reed Jr. and Carter Bryant playing. The pickings are thin on enjoying who to play. For the Bucks, their 10th pick has been okay. He's been good defensively. Offense hasn't been great there, but he has 7 points. I think he leads. Ryan has 8 points, so he's leading the Bucks team. Other than that, not really impressive anybody from the Bucks. Really, they scored 25 points and a half, so not much to be impressed by on that side of the court for them. So that's where we're at right now. Marshall is gone right now. We'll wait for him to come back and get his thoughts on the first half. Thank you for 6 people joining us right now. Well, if it isn't Suge Knight. Shout out to LGR. Suge, I wanted to have you on, but you never answered the Instagram DM I sent you, my guy. But we have a watch along on Monday if you're available to come on and be on the show. We would love to have you. Question: anybody from the Spurs from this game will have a long NBA career? That is a great question. Obviously, we talked about, Malik Brown, Taurus Reed Jr. and Carter Bryant are not in the game, so those guys are obviously off the table. You're probably looking at Jacoby Gillespie and Malik Brown being the possible answers. Malik's down defense ability does give him a chance to stick in the league if he can develop any kind of offense. Unfortunately, I don't know how long that offense will come around. Jacoby Gillespie is a hit and miss guy. He knows how to run the offense. Ooh, this is a tough one, man. If I had to say, just because Jacoby Gillespie is a little short guard, if that shot doesn't improve, I would give it to Malik Brown as probably having the best chance to having a NBA career. But man, Gillespie could be a scoring guard off the bench. Those would be my only shots. What do you think is your choice if you had a choice? Jacoby plays like Patty Mills. Brown is a poor man's Rodman. Yeah, I could see that for sure. I could see that as far as Rodman's defensive ability. Brown does have obviously Rodman's ability to rebound was second to none. But Brown definitely is getting second chance points for the Spurs and getting more opportunity and more possessions with his hustle. So, and his versatility is they're similar builds and versatility wise too. Plays like Patty Mills. Yeah, I can kind of see that a little bit. Patty Mills was also amazing scorer. We saw that in the international play. Just a guy who really grinded it out. Lost weight, obviously, from his Portland days for the Spurs. Um, Gillespie's a little bit more athletic than Patty Mills. Um, Patty Mills became a dynamic shooter, but yeah, I can spark plug off the bench, and in that essence, yeah, I could see that. Small builds. So yeah, if he can have a Patty Mills type career, that'd be amazing for Jacoby Gillespie. But he's a guard that the Spurs would need to they need to develop a guard for long term because apparently just money wise, the trio of Fox, Castle, and Harper won't be together forever, and the Spurs will need a third guard because Harper and Castle will obviously start unless something happens where they have to choose between them. They'll both start, and so you'll need a third guard to come in and be able to play with them. You need a shooter that can play next to them. Obviously, we had someone like he wasn't a great person off the court, but Brent Forbes was a guy that could come in and play next to a guard, and you could move Castle to the three, and you could play that lineup if they wanted. David Jones Garcia, there's a lot of controversy, or not controversy, but like discussion about if he's going to be on the roster long term. The Spurs have 2 roster spots open. Him and Harrison Ingram are possible guys that could get one of the roster spots. The Spurs typically leave one roster spot open and play around throughout the season about who they want to bring in and who they want to use that roster spot on. They usually leave that open to rotating players. There's a overseas contract available for David Jones Garcia if he chooses not to be with the Spurs. I think they're trying to figure out if he's if there's anybody else he can be on, but currently he's not on the roster, so he would have to apply for that last role, one of the last 2 roster spots for the Spurs. Harrison Ingram is a redundant player. We have Barnes, Carter, Harris. Harrison Ingram is more of a connector piece. But yeah, there's a log jam of players that are in the position. Harrison Ingram's like more of a undersized 4, like a Draymond Greenish, more like he's kind of like in a Keldon Johnson with longer wingspan situation. He's a good rebounder. I don't think anything really translates to the NBA. He had a good G League season, but I don't think any of that's going to really translate to the NBA, to be honest with you. So, I don't think the Spurs will bring him back. Actually, that'd be a shocking if they brought him back. But yeah, with Carter can play the 3. Harris could play the 4 if they really wanted to and make room for Harrison Ingram or make room for Barnes. But yeah, Barnes, Carter, Harris, Keldon Johnson's in the mix too. So there's a logjam for Harrison Ingram. So I doubt they bring him back, to be honest with you. I'm not overly impressed. I think they could find another guy. Oh, the Spurs are back into action with all this talk. You can leave more comments and I can read them during the situation. But thank you for everybody commenting. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It really helps the algorithm get us out to the people. You can find us on all social medias at Spurs versus everybody. I appreciate everybody coming through for the watch along. Unfortunately, I can't show the game. That would be the big bummer. You can subscribe to the Discord, and I'm going to try to figure out how to play it. Milicic for 3. Ooh, there goes his perfect streak. Good rebound by Jacoby. RJ Davis for 3, bricks it. Malik Brown gets in there for another board. Gillespie gets a wide open spot up 3, misses it. Malik gets the other board, gets it taken away off of Larry Nance's brother. Spurs ball. Make sure you subscribe to the Discord. I'll try to play it on there and see if we can all watch it along eventually, but it's been a hassle to try to figure out how to stream it because Discord's kind of strict. Well, we also have that Juan Nunes guy from Spurs. Yeah, Juan Nunes is like a guy we still have. His rights. Last time I saw about him, he got injured. I think he he's not much of a player, to be honest with you. He was a long-term development plan, which I really don't know why they took him. But yeah, he was injured pretty badly, and then now he's in the mix. I don't think we'll ever see Juan Nunes in a Spurs uniform, to be honest with you, unless he magically like develops into a great player. But obviously, the Spurs like to pick players that can develop outside of the Spurs development system because they believe in the development of the overseas players. So, but I doubt we ever see, honestly, if he ever comes over and see him. But he's still 22 years old, so and who knows? Now with Harper Castle taking Jacoby Gillespie now, so but we still have his rights. He could come over, if we really wanted to. But Bucks trying to make a little bit of a run, 42-28.
All right, sorry about that, y'all.
No, it's good. Was that Daniel Tice on the Bucks staff? Brian Wright, RC Buford locked in. Really locked into hoops right now. RC Buford looks tired, scratching his eyes. I've never seen Brian Wright so locked in before. Thinking about what moves he needs to make this a championship team.
You think JQ plays this year? They should have done cleanup surgery as soon as they drafted him instead of the summer experience.
Oh yeah,
I don't think he plays this year.
Did you hear that he might have? They snuck it on the broadcast. I think it was that he might have to have another cleanup surgery on his knee to clean up his meniscus.
I remember them saying that like right around the time that they drafted him.
Yeah, I heard on the broadcast. I was like, oh well, then if he's gonna have another surgery, I might as well just do it now and not even play him.
Yeah, that's why I don't think he's gonna play at all this season. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I would just redshirt him. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
There's no rush to bring him in. He's more of a long-term play. But I don't know what the delay is, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's a good question. Like, wouldn't you just rather have the surgery right away? Unless they're trying to debate whether they're going to have the surgery or not. Like, how his initial, how he progresses right now. But if they're leaning towards surgery, I would just get it done, to be honest with you. But you also got to be careful. You don't want to cut too many times into yourself. But yeah, I heard that on the broadcast. I was like, oh, that's a kind of a bummer. I thought he'd be at least maybe get end of the year or maybe middle, third, 3/4 of the season reps at the end. But if he's going to have another surgery, it's unfortunate.
This is why it was good that the Spurs traded up to get Taurus.
Yeah.
Because Quentin's is just very...
Like if we never get if Quentin's is injury prone and never get to see him or see him very limitedly like Robert Williams' Boston career, you still have a guy that doesn't rely on athleticism, that has the size and strength to compete right now and give you minutes. At least as a third big, if he outplays Cornette this year, like in the back half of the year, you can make that decision in the offseason. Or you just rather have three guys and demote Cornette to a third string big. But nice finish by Emmanuel. Some Malik Brown, both of them are on the ground. But yeah, that was a good pickup for Taurus Reed. Is a plug and play guy ready to go right now. He's built much like what they thought about Castle and why he was the pick, because he was physically ready to compete in the NBA. And that's how they feel about Taurus Reed. Also, the UConn pedigree on how the Spurs run their offense is pretty similar. There's JQ right there, who just had his birthday.
Yep. Chris Sinak. I hadn't really been watching, so I don't know how he's playing during the Celtics.
Yeah, like I definitely did not want Chris Sinak or Alan Graves. And Chris Sinak obviously went to Boston, and now he's doing really well. So I look like an idiot saying that. But it's just summer league. So, but I don't want to root against someone's career either, But yeah, he looks good, man. He looks good. And Boston, I trust them to their developmental plan and developing guys. I feel good about their plan and the way they develop players. So he should be good in that instance. Malik Brown with another great off ball block. Just has a knack of coming over and helping his teammates. He's a guy. Okay, Marshall. I'm probably pretty sure who I know your pick, but the question was, who do you think who on the team has a chance to be on an NBA career for long term in the summer league, other than Reed and Carter Bryant?
Other than Reed and Carter Bryant,
Yeah.
I would say Malik Brown for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's too early for me to say for Gillespie. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe RJ Davis gets a shot, but yeah.
Yeah, not much pickings.
Yeah.
But yeah,
nobody else that I've really been impressed by.
Reed is a perfect fit. He's a paint guy. Wemby is 7'5", but he's a perimeter player on offense, like KG used to be. Wemby's a stretch four. Reed is perfect alongside Wemby. Yeah, I would say it's possible they could play together for sure. And that is a possible lineup they could go to. Obviously, having Wemby at the 5 just deters so much people from coming into the paint. I mean, we've seen it on multiple replays, how scared people are to get in the paint and actually try to shoot over Wemby. You also don't want Wemby to be on their perimeter too much. He's not a very good switchable player. He's not a very good guy that you want chasing shooters or anything in that course. Could he develop in that instance? Yes. And it seems like the Spurs are open to putting him at the 4. He has the passing ability. The shot is still coming along. But yeah, he's basically he's much like in the archetype of like Porzingis, where you saw Porzingis play the 5 and he developed into a 5, but he wasn't a great rebounder during his career. So they played him at the 4 at times next to a center, and sometimes they played him at the 5. So you can do different things with Wemby. I don't think they should pigeonhole into what he can do, and they should be able to be willing to go to a double big lineup.
Yeah, I don't know if I would rather have Wemby on the back line. I don't really want him guarding the perimeter, to be honest with you. So I don't know if we're really gonna see a lot of Wemby, Tars, or we might, but I don't know if we should see a lot of Wemby and Tars together unless Tars can guard the perimeter per se, because he doesn't really strike me as a shot blocker either.
Yeah, it's tough too because they want to play fast. That's the Spurs' whole MO. Yeah. They want to play fast. But you could go Tars or Tobias Harris, either one, next to Wemby, and just switch it out because they're both good rebounders. Tars is screen and he does help the offense.
Yeah,
would help the offense, obviously.
And he offensively it can work because he can be there. He potentially can even step out and hit the 3. We'll see how they want him to. I would be fine with if he does, just to have that option.
Yeah.
But defensively, we'll have to see.
Yeah. You got to be careful putting too many non-shooters on the court too. You don't want to have Castle, Fox, Taurus. Wemby's an iffy shooter right now. He'll improve. And then you just have one other shooter. So the spacing could become an issue. You could just dominate on the boards. But yeah, I think it could work for sure. I like to see the Spurs experiment, especially during the regular season. But it's tough because they got to get if Tobias Harris is a starter, they got to figure out that whole lineup because there could be surprisingly issues about just having too many guys that need to score. it'd be interesting who takes a back seat because Tobias Harris can score and is used to scoring.
Oh.
So
So when Wemby, if Wemby sticks at the 5, which he probably will be for the most part, that means you're gonna have Tobias probably getting a lot of the rebounds.
mm-hmm.
I mean, our guards rebound for the most part pretty well.
Yeah.
It's just when Wemby gets tired, you're gonna need somebody to keep that up, and Cornette is just not that. And nor does Cornette really even look for a shot, and Taurus will.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
But you may have to play the both of them, like, for example, against an OKC if they go Chet, Hardenstein, or even they have Mara. If Mara finds his way on the court, now Mara, Chet. So I doubt we'll see Mara Hardenstein. That would be wild.
Yeah. Spurs have options. That's the important part. Is like you should construct your team where you have options. You should never be like, oh, we're not going to attempt this, or we're not going to have this lineup ready. You should have your 3-guard lineups. You should have your big wing lineups where you go 2 wings. You should be able to go 3 guards in a wing. You should be able to go 2 bigs. You should have multiple lineups to play just in case whatever team you go against. Because if you don't have that variety and you come up against a team that you just can't stop for whatever reason, then you're screwed. You don't want to do that. Brian Wright.
All this talk about wings, you make me hungry, bro.
Shot to the wings. Oh, Wessels. Throwing it down, big fella. Throw it down. It was Bill Walton.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Big Walton. I'm not listening to Brian Wright. What is he saying?
I can't. I don't have the sound up.
Yeah, I don't have the sound up either. They're probably talking about how do you balance changing the team when you have so much success, and how you just being so close to winning. Oh, they're talking about Taurus.
I think they're talking about Taurus.
Yeah, they brought it for staff. Shit, they're gonna bring up. Well, he played at UConn. He's ready to go. Rebounding with the physicality. It's a culture fit. Good kid on and off the court. That's a good pickup, man. Nonetheless, if all the other players don't make it for whatever reason, that's a solid pickup at least.
Mm-hmm.
You know what he is. And there's still upside. It's not like he's just gonna not get better.
Missy said, who plays Jokic, guys like that? I mean, Jokic is Jokic. It's hard for anybody really to guard.
Yeah, I don't. I mean,
Jokic,
it's not like Tar's going to stop Jokic.
Yeah.
Typically, they do better. They would probably do better putting like a wing on Jokic and having Wemby be able to shrink the court so Jokic can't really pass. Come over and block him at times. That'd probably be the best situation.
Yep.
But you would need someone like a strong like Aaron Gordon, or you need Carter Bryant to get on steroids. But yeah, my 7-leg parlay is cooked. Oh hell, what was it, Leonardo? Favorite Ninja Turtle, Marshall?
Michelangelo, because of the nunchucks.
Yeah, fun guy, pizza guy, life of the party.
Yeah. Raphael's pretty badass too, though.
Yeah, I'm more like Raphael if my personality was grumpy. Doesn't like taking leadership role. I mean, doesn't like to listen.
Yeah.
Oh, turnover. Bucks. Oh, I don't know what was gonna happen there. Unfortunately, Braden Berries. I forgot how to say his name.
Burries.
It's a follow-up layup. Bucks trying to make a little run here. Cut it to 10. before the end of the fourth.
We're in the third.
Yeah, end of the third. Going post up on RJ Melendez. Defensive 3 seconds. Wessel looks exhausted. Buries to the line to shoot one. A technical free throw. They'll get the technical free throw and the ball. Buries the free throw. Get it, Buries.
Ah.
Dun. And he is subbed out after the great free throw attempt. Spurs draft recap. Jaden Quinton's at 20. Tars Reed 26. Jacoby Gillespie 42. And Malik Brown 44.
3 of those 4 guys should play.
Yeah. We'll be able to grade Brandon Wright's draft probably in 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, Brian.
See what his, it's not going to be as disastrous as the Sohan draft. With Malik, did you see Malik Brenham on the
Malachi
roster? Yeah, Malachi Brennan.
He plays for Cleveland now.
He's on the Cleveland G League, trying to get a roster spot. Blake Wesley, obviously City Sissoko in Portland.
Mm-hmm.
They'll struggle to make the rosters in the NBA probably long term. Sohan might be out of the league. I don't know. He just had a baby, but shout out to him.
Yeah. Shout out to him.
Would you consider? Oh, yeah. I mean, we've been considering trading KJ for a long time.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah, we would definitely trade him for sure. Spurs, I mean, the Bucks cut it to 10 points.
They also have a log jam and small forward. Yeah, we kind of do.
Yeah. I mean, in a perfect world, it'd be Carter Bryant, Tobias Harris at 3-4. I mean, Barnes is useless at this point. Champagny at the backup 3. I still like him more of a 2, to be honest with you, but
I'm actually okay with that.
But he could be the backup 3 if you wanted to. I would love to just get another power forward, maybe move Tobias Harris to the backup 4, start a 4, or at least have a backup, more quality 4. But I believe that will happen in the future. But right now, yeah, we would trade KJ for sure. Especially being in last year. Yeah, Fox would be gone too. Especially since his last contract, I don't feel like re-helping him, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And also, I mean, this is just me, y'all. Okay, y'all get on me if you want to. I would trade Vassell.
No, this is the controversial Marshall. This is the win, Marshall.
I would trade Vassell, not because he's bad, but because he probably has the most value to trade, and you can get, to me, like what you're saying about getting putting Champagne at the 2. I mean, I do it.
Me too. What? You're trading KJ or you're trading Vassell Clay Cup? Let us know.
Yeah.
Me too. Not to be confused with Me Too, the movement.
But that's just my take of why I would trade Vassell. I feel like you can get another piece. You can go and get that power forward guy to start in front of Tobias Harris.
Yeah.
Oh, he said both. We need to build it. Yeah. He ain't lying. He ain't lying.
It'd be nice to get a long-term fit, because you gotta be thinking Castle, Harper, Wimby are the future building blocks for sure, right? Now Carter Bryant, you're trying to fix him in there.
Yeah.
Jaden Quinton, Tars Reed. Those guys you still got to figure out what they are.
Right.
But you would love to get a long-term piece that you could say, hey, we know this guy's a young long-term piece next to Harper, Castle, and Wimby.
Mm-hmm.
and be like, okay, now we're rocking and rolling. Now we got, but they can theoretically they could do that later on. They could move up in the draft and find hopefully actually draft a sleeper pick and actually turn out good.
Maybe Malik Brown
Yeah.
turns into it. Champagne, how do you think that was my thing? My other question. Do you think Champagne is going to be here for the long term?
What do you get? 3 years or 4 years?
3.
Um,
Probably as long as he's able to knock down shots.
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind. I think eventually he'll get paid somewhere else. But I mean, if he's loyal, I mean, it's about if he's taking the pay cut, what he's, and what are the Spurs? I mean, is he always gonna? I don't know, man. It's tough.
Yeah, it's tough. That's why I don't want the LeBron, Chris Paul, KD stuff on our team.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'd take 80.
Yeah, yeah, I'll take KD.
If we had KD instead of Fox, I mean, things a little bit. I think things would be a little different.
Shoot,
KD, Tobias Harris, 4s. Those are our 4s. Now we're rocking and rolling.
Like, just imagine if KD ended up coming to San Antonio last year.
Oof.
That would have been disgusting.
Yeah, we would know where to go with times in a bucket situations, right?
Oh, yeah.
You imagine Jalen Brunson trying to be hit on KD? He would have been fried. But they were able to hide Brunson on Julian Champagnie because they weren't afraid of him putting the ball on the floor or doing anything. That let Brunson rest on defense, which is part of the issue. Why they went and got Tobias Harris and why they had Brown. Why Harrison Barnes was started before Julian Champagnie.
Yep.
Is because they had more handle, more ability to post up. They're just more versatile offensively.
Yeah.
But Champagnie, he's a good player, man. I mean, if this roster was different, he was able to play the Danny Green role, which a lot of people comped him. A lot of the analytical, graphs or whatever that showed Danny Green, Julian Champagnie's career trajectory, pretty much on similar paths.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be a cheap, good wing to play, to have if you're trying to save money.
Yeah.
Because eventually, I mean, Vassell's role is going to get limited, especially now with Tobias Harris. Like,
yeah,
Castle's going to get more run. You would love for Fox to get more shots and be the head of the offense along with Wemby, but Castle's obviously running the show, so it's a little tough. And he's a good passer, don't get me wrong, but he's definitely a guy that looks to score. I don't know. It's just going to be interesting how it all works out,
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, subbing in Champagnie for Vassell, just, would that just make the offense run a little bit better? Less people that need the ball? Because in theory, having multiple ball handlers and people that can score is great in theory, right? But there's also people that just need to know their role and know what to do on the court and not over demand stuff. But yeah, I think that's a hidden argument you can make. I've heard some people make it. Champagnie starting over Vassell at the 3 and just having Vassell be able to go free with Harper. If you're going to have Cornette, who's not an offensive player whatsoever, you could have Vassell and Harper take over that second unit.
Yeah, could definitely do that. Mm-hmm. And then start Tobias at the 4. I mean, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of things you could do. The Spurs could do. Will they do it? I don't know. But yeah, the future is bright, man. The future is bright, especially if Carter Bryant can be a 3-and-D wing. You have Castle, Carter Bryant, Harper, Wemby.
Mm-hmm.
If you really
think of the backup, just think if this was the backup unit, right? If you were to trade Keldon, Harper, Vassell, Carter Bryant, Jaden Quaintance, and Taris Reed. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of good. This is a backup unit. if those guys rookies pan out.
Yeah, I'd go get like, man, they could just make a PJ Washington trade or something like that. Bring him
That'd be
off the
fun.
bench. And you have Harper. I'd go Harper. Whew.
Go get Najee Marshall. That'd be fun.
Yeah, Najee Marshall would be another fun, but then you're running into then you could play Card. I guess you play Card Bryant the backup 4 behind Tobias. Najee
Yeah,
Marshall play the
that's
3.
what I was more thinking of.
Najee slide into the 3. Just a veteran somewhere in that unit, that second unit.
Yeah.
Would be nice to have, other than Cornette.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Cornette.
And not relying on Harrison Barnes. I don't know what he's going to bring this season, other than coaching and keep it in shape.
Well, at least he'll be better than what Bismack gave us. So
Yeah. Tars Reed should be better than Bismack and Miles Plumlee.
Mason
Plumlee. But the perfect archetype is the Kelly Olynyk archetype that doesn't suck on defense. It doesn't suck on defense.
Yeah.
Right. The guy that can play the 4, give you minutes at the 5 as a stretch 5.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a great archetype to have off the bench. And something the Spurs hasn't added, hasn't how do you say it? Hasn't addressed.
Mm-hmm.
They addressed the third big. They addressed obviously the starting power forward position. They're hoping that, I guess, Harrison Barnes, Carter Bryant will address the backup 4 position. Keldon
How about
Johnson.
starting lineup? Fox, Harper, Castle, Harris. Wouldn't be too many non-shooters.
Yeah, unfortunately, just don't trust those guys hitting threes.
Nope.
You got to put some kind of shooter, either Champagny or Vassell at the Harper position, just because you just need spacing.
Mm-hmm. Now, if Castle turns out to be a knockdown shooter, sure.
Yeah, then you still worry about Fox. Fox really hurts. Just the way they play him on offense is like a 2 guard, off ball 2 guard.
Yeah.
And then also defensively, he just gets lost. Like his space is out. Like he just loses control. Like he just gives minimum effort sometimes closing out or paying attention to who he's guarding or what space he's guarding. So it really ruins the whole, like, it makes it harder to guard the perimeter too. Not only do the Spurs suck in too much to the paint, and they try to take away the drive and don't get out to the perimeter as it kicks out. But also Fox getting lost like that, it's just everybody's scrambling to cover him. It's just, and Wemby gets lost too. It's not, like thinking Wemby he gets a little lost too on picking up in transition and when guys are guarding the perimeter. Harper, Castle, Carter, JQ, Wemby. Yeah. The Spurs they're building a generational defense, man. I'm not like, if these players work out, obviously we know Harper, Castle, and Wemby will work out. But if Carter, Bryant, JQ all work out like we talked about, that is going to be a generational defense, man. No one will be able to score.
Facts.
And that's what the Spurs are probably going for, right? They're a team that built, one of the better defenses all time between the two Twin Towers, but the real one was the Danny Green, Kawhi, Tim Duncan defense. And if they would have got Jason Kidd instead of Tony Parker, J.K. was a legendary defender, 2-way player, big guard, 6'5", good rebounder.
And
that would have been a generational
3.
He would have been a generational 2. That would have been a generational. That would have been unstoppable defense.
He could shoot the 3 too. Tony Parker was not really good at shooting the 3. And with Jason Kidd, the Spurs probably do go and win back-to-back championships.
Yeah.
They might even three-peated.
Yeah. Jason Kidd is a natural orchestrator, 2-way player, just big-time impact. Super smart, obviously.
Yeah.
Not saying Tony Parker wasn't smart, but
No. I mean, he did have, his a couple unsmart things, but
or he smartly revealed Brent Berry's wife. Wasn't loyal. Wasn't loyal. Not
yeah.
something else.
uh,
The Bucks are down 12 points with 10 minutes to go in the fourth. We got a burner. Kara Lewis bringing up against Barnstable. Nate Ament gets the ball one-on-one with Emmanuel Miller. Yakachonis looking to do something, looking for a screen to get by off Gillespie. Got him on his hip, trying to get downhill. Bad spacing by the big. Everybody's in trouble. Malik Brown with a nice steal. Gets to Jacoby Gillespie. Oh, he blows a lip, but no foul. Okay. Nate Ament.
That was a nice tip pass by Miller.
Yeah.
I think that was Miller.
Oh, no. They cut the single digits down by 9. That Yakachonis with a 3? Oh, Lee comes back. Gets hammered by Nate Ament. Just a bad foul overall. Lee looks down and hurt.
His name is Lee.
You could tell when Nate Ament's like, oh, I know I screwed up. His hands went down. He was like, oh, I'm about to rail Lee. Pause.
Dang.
Oh, our Summer League jersey sponsored by Ledger still. Okay. We still got the, what is it? What are they? A French like cybersecurity place, or
I don't know.
I forgot what they sell.
Lee with the free throw to make it 3.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they don't adapt. I hope they do not adopt this to the NBA, bro.
Oh yeah, they're trying it. They're trying to see how it works.
Yeah, no, hell no.
That would just be so weird.
Yeah.
Someone took a sidestep 3 and airballed it. I forgot who that was.
The only thing I could say, the reason that it would help for the game to go by faster.
Yeah.
That is the only reason why you would make this type of move.
Oh my God. That was a terrible blown layup. Was that Ryan or was that Jakachonis? Lee steps on the baseline, the Lonnie Walker special. The old back foot on the line. Julian Shea-Penny made that famous too. He was also one of the guys that did it. He stopped. Oh, the Bucks coach getting into it.
Yeah, Julian Champagne is going to need to take some lessons from Sean Elliott.
Mm-hmm. That's a guy, obviously another Arizona. Oh, my God. Sloppy pass. Easy pickoff.
Yeah, Barnstable ain't making it. He's not making it.
He's about to start working insurance somewhere. What's it called? Sean Elliott's probably a wing that Carter Bryant would probably want to emulate.
Yeah.
Athletic Arizona product. Lee steps up. Oh, short.
He leaves it short.
Ball. Malik Brown hustling, getting extra positions all game long. Lee has a big contingent here.
Who does Billy Donovan unlock the most? Did you already address that?
No, I didn't address that.
Billy Donovan unlocks. He'll probably unlock. I'm hoping Carter Bryant, honestly.
I forgot where I read it, but they said that Billy Donovan has a history of unlocking bigs. So I'm going to go Wemby if that's the case. But I don't think he needs to really. It's about development really for Wemby.
Yeah.
Physically and just having go-to moves where it feels comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he unlocks Fox, dude. Like that's the guy we need to get going, either to get out of San Antonio or to help us win.
They should focus on. Talking about the NBA, they should focus on foul baiting moves, penalize that, and not call pump fake lean shooting. They kind of did away with that because Harden used to get away with murder. Harden and Curry, honestly, used to get away with murder. with that. But now SGA has kind of brought that back, and they really do need to.
Oh,
Yeah,
lands for 3. Yeah, they did 1 year. They just penalized Trae Young that 1 year. It felt like that was it. They're like, yeah, we're gonna make this emphasis where these foul baiting fouls are not going to count. We're not going to go for it. We might even call it offensive foul. It's egregious.
Mm-hmm.
They got they got a Trae Young a lot that year, and then after that, just let SGA do whatever he wants. Milicic, oh god, but he gets fouled. Bucks had a chance to cut it to 6 if Nance would have hit open 3. Oh, just gets enough. Does he block it? What happened here? Let's see. That's a bad angle. Can't see. You going instant replay? Yeah. Bucks are calling it. They're going instant replay. They're saying, nope, that was a block. It's going to be interesting to see what the replay says. Good old Billy D. That kills the game. It slows it down. SGA is grueling to watch. Don't reward that. About players are molding their game into that unwatchable. Yeah, man. It's kind of hard to watch at times. The way some play, it's even worse when I understand star players getting calls, but when role players start trying to do it too, and they get calls, like we saw Luke Dort do it a lot of times. Like the whole OKC is like they practice that stuff. But also the Spurs kind of do it too sometimes, But they play more. Wemby gets the calls, obviously he's a star player. Castle gets a lot of calls called for him, but he's a physical player too. So, but yeah, some of them are egregious, especially the ones that like jump in the air like unnaturally and get foul calls. Those are super annoying. The Trae Young one where he like gets you on his hip and then jumps into you, those are super annoying. Like I don't know what the defense is supposed to do. Anytime the offensive player initiates contact, I just don't believe that's a foul on the defense. I just hate when they call that foul. Like it's so unbearable for them to call it as a offensive player just jumps into the defensive player. Like I don't know. I mean I hate those calls. But yeah, it's annoying when you get the up fake and then you get the flailing arms and the whole head snapback movement, and it's just so frustrating to see that at times in the league. But and it's gotten kind of out of hand, so I don't really like it. But it is what it is. Darren Peterson highlights. Let's see what happened. Bam. All these rookies look really good. Keen Wagler. Darren Pearson went 16 points, 5 of 12. Keen Wagler continues not to look good. 3 of 12. There's concerns about him getting past anybody. He looks pretty like unable to get dry by anybody. Might be a guy that needs to constantly call for screens, which is, I mean, you can get away with constantly call for screens and freeing you up to some point, but it's also concerning that you can't get by anybody. And you can't get your shot off at times, especially in Summer League. But it's just his first year in Summer League, so they call it foul. It was confirmed that it was a foul, so Milicic would be going to the line. Started off pretty hot, but it's continued to not be hot. He's 2 of 7 overall. Still stuck on 8 points, but cashes in the free throw, which gives him 10 points. This has been on the boards. Probably his best game of the Summer League, to be honest with you. He's been making progress. That's why the Spurs have rewarded him. Bad back pass by Nance. But that's why Milicic has been rewarded, getting more playing time. And he's starting now with Carter Bryant and Taurus Reed being out tonight. Spurs are just up 11 after being up 23 points at one point. There's 6:36. Can the Spurs close this out? They're going to have to hit shots. They're going to have to play some defense. Don't turn the ball over. That was close. Let's see, we got Nunn, RJ Davis, Lee, Wessels, and RJ Melendez out there. And Nunn makes tough off the backboard shot to increase the lead to 13. None for the Bucks. You got Berries. Barry's for 3, cashes it. Bucks answer back to get within 10. Let's see, you got Careless Jr., Barry's, Nance. I believe that's Ryan out there, and I don't know the center's name. Yeah, just gets out there. Nunn trying to go one-on-one against Barry, who's a good defensive player. Good find, but it looks like there was a foul before anything happened. That would have been a good find to Wessels. I don't know if Wessels would have finished it with the Bucks center coming over. Tomorrow they got a good lineup with the Pistons, Knicks. Knicks team is Buns. We beat them. Hawks, Celtics. You see Senek and Kingston Fleming. I forgot who else is on that docket, but some good games tomorrow.
Oh, Vesnar. Vesar?
Vesar, whatever.
Yeah.
He was willing to shoot the pick and pop 3. We even saw a pick and roll alley-oop to him at one point.
Yeah.
So he's an interesting prospect. They signed him to a 4-year deal as a second rounder, so they're obviously invested in him.
Yeah, I think he'll eventually be a Kongu replacement, potentially.
Yeah. They're going to have to figure out something really.
Oh,
RJ Davis. Okay.
Take a look at Davis.
Take a look at Davis, ladies and gentlemen. Larry Nance powers through Wessels. Or no, I don't know. Keep calling him Larry Nance. Larry Nance's brother. Bucks will not go away, but the Spurs just keep putting the offense to go. So as long as they can trade buckets, the Spurs should pull this one off. But there's still 5 minutes to go. Yakachonis with the pass back to the big man. Big man fighting. Nance gets a foul on RJ Melendez, who couldn't box him out long enough. Cross Williams looking concerned and angry at the same time. Trying to close out. So Spurs would be 2-1 on the Vegas Summer League with 2 wins in a row. They can pull this one out. Looking a lot more competent and better than they did in the California Classic.
Do you think they have a shot of going to the Summer League championship game?
I would have to look at the standings. They play tomorrow again, right?
Yes, they do.
They have 3 games in a row. That's crazy. Spurs yelling because they got the ball. Confusion. Nance, it's super confusing. Clapping. That was that kind of soccer move. You know, soccer players get like a little petty and they're like clapping and they're like, "Good job, ref." I thought he looks like a Michigan State coach. All right, RJ Melendez magically gets to the line somehow. Sorry, I don't have the volume up because you would hear the broadcast through the phone. I mean, through the system. So I don't know exactly what happened. But he cashes in. Yakachonis looking. Oh, he finds the big man. Gets bailed out, but good find by Yakachonis at the last second. Find a rolling big man. Milwaukee still trying to hang in there, but they can't stop the Spurs on the offense end, which is crazy to say. RJ Nunn goes back to the backboard, but misses. Bucks are in transition. Drop pass to Lance, who thinks that the Yakachonis is in the corner, but he's not. He really located to the wing, and his turnover. Miscommunication between 2 Summer League players. Yakachonis probably should have stayed in the corner, to be honest with you. Easiest shot in basketball to hit. And
hoping the Spurs do not get Milwaukee down.
Ooh, is that a beer?
Is
that a beer, Milwaukee Downs?
Oh, I don't know.
Shout out to, what is it, Dad's Karaoke?
Yeah, there is a Milwaukee beer. That is true. But I don't know if it's called
I don't think
Milwaukee down.
Yeah. That sounds like either a beer or a horse. Like Milwaukee down. Ryan trying to cut into the lead, cashes it. Bucks might be a little too late, though. It's probably a little too late for the Bucks, to be honest with you. If the Spurs can just hold on to the ball.
Cormac
Brown. I'm telling you, the white guys, they've been giving us buckets, dog. It was Tyler Nichols in the Knicks game. Cormac Ryan. I always say it during the regular season. Just don't guard the white guys for some reason.
Colin Gillespie.
Yeah, AJ Green. It is starting to cook us a little. I'm like, bro, what are we doing here? Why are these guys cooking us? Why are they being left wide open? Oh, Larry Nance Jr. with a kind of good move, but wedgies the ball. And the Spurs are looking to close this one out. Brown with a whip pass to Emmanuel Miller. I don't know if he was expecting it. Got a little nervous there. RJ Davis looking to go one-on-one against Yakachonas, pulls back but misses, and Lance doesn't get the rebound. Everybody's confused. They call a foul on the Spurs. You see Nance just jump and like just forget to get the rebound. That was so funny. Timeout on the field, on the court. I don't know why I say field, but on the courts. And the Spurs are looking to go 2-1. Let's pull up the. Let's see if they have the Summer League standings. How this all works. You know,
I'm pretty sure they do.
The top 4, or how's that work?
I think it's the best record and the best point differential. Like there's a tie at the top.
All right, let's see.
So I know that I believe Atlanta's 2-0, Golden State is 2-0. Detroit might be 2-0.
I'll bring it up right here. So we got Warriors are 2-0, Golden State is 2-0, Hawks are 2-0, so Sixers are 2-0, Boston Celtics are 2-0, Wizards are 2-0. Got a couple 2-1 teams, and the Magic and the Pelicans.
Okay, so it is by points, but I don't know what the point deal is. Like the 7. I don't know.
7 points. How do they get 7? Not differential because these are all different.
Yeah.
How they get 7?
I don't know.
Okay. Oh, however they figured that out.
Memphis has only played once. They're 1-0. The Bulls. Did the Bulls lose today?
Let's figure that out. Pelicans won. Pistons won.
Pistons are 1-1.
Celtics won. Warriors won. Magic won. Kings lost to the Wizards.
Yeah, AJ.
Oh, Riley, 32 points. Jesus.
Dang. AJ had like 20 something.
Donovan Mitchell for the Celtics. Oh. At 24, 8, and 6. Jesus. Malik Thomas is the guy's going off too. Summer League. I think he's had all over 20 points all of his games. Oh, Malawatch, 15 and 15. Good old Malawatch. Burries cuts the lead to 10 with 1 minute to go, 1:51 to go.
He just ripped Milicic bad to get that bucket.
It's about to join Luka Samanic. Oh wow! He just ripped it away from him like you've seen a safety or corner do it to a receiver.
Yep. He's not a bitch. That's why
he's not a bitch. That should be a t-shirt.
Yeah. He's
he's not a bitch.
Yeah.
And then just have a picture of all the guys that have Vitch in their name.
Yep. We make that and send it into
Yeah, the NBA.
inside the NBA. He'll probably be on the show. I could see Shaq.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the big all the bitches, they could all shoot. I'm telling you, they could all shoot.
Shout to my big woman in San Antonio in Cole High School.
Oh, that's what Chuck would say. Shout out all the big women in San Antonio.
They're probably gonna need the 4X for this shirt.
They're gonna need the big old bloomers.
Spurs about to pull off this win and get the 2-1. They have a long road ahead to. I think they play. How many more times is it 4 games in Vegas or what?
I don't know if it's 4. I know on total they're gonna get 5, but the last one will be consolation. It's just a consolation game. Now I don't know if they're doing it to where they go straight to the championship or they have a semis and a championship game. That's the last thing I don't know.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember who they play next. The Jazz. Darren Peterson.
Oh gosh.
Wednesday.
Oh gosh.
What's they play tomorrow?
I thought they did play tomorrow. Did you lie to me?
I could have sworn they play tomorrow. Let's look. Summer League. Score.
I don't lie to you, so don't you lie to me.
Pistons, Knicks, Raptors, Pacers, Hawks, Celtics, Mavericks, Grizzlies, Heat, Cavs, Bulls, Jazz, Suns, Bucks, Timberwolves. No place. I guess the next game is Wednesday. They'll be playing the Utah Jazz. Darren Peterson's up next. So we get the first-hand look at what some people dub Baby Kobe, some dubbed Baby SGA. See what he's about.
And it looks like
standings. Where does Spurs finish, Marshall? If you had to put a just off the cuff.
As far as just in the summer league?
No, in the standings for next season.
Oh, for next season?
Yeah. Do better than this season? Do we win more than 62 games?
I'd say we win probably about 58.
Okay.
Go 58. Go third.
Okay. It'd be interesting to see if Tobias Harris is a seamless fit. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. No, let's just threw it away anyways. How long it takes Tobias Harris to be getting acclimated. Bucks are whipping the pass around, find a wide open Burry. Sue buries it. Bucks trying to come back. They got 46 seconds. Can they pull off a T-Mac situation?
That would be great.
Mint rides. Pause. Andre Davis out of.
Hey, yo, bro. You trying to get us canceled, dog?
We got 3. I think I had 3 pauses today. That's one of the stats.
Yeah, man.
Rails Lee was one.
You got more pauses than a jukebox, boy. I tell you what.
Is that TJ Ford?
Yes, TJ Ford is on the Bucks bench.
Oh, TJ Ford. The big what if, man.
I know, man.
I wish he didn't break his neck.
All right, so dude.
Kids will never understand braided TJ Ford.
Oh, that's right. The Bulls lost to Memphis. That's what I'm tripping. I was like, they're 1-0. No, they're not. They lost to Memphis. That makes sense. Sorry, I'm looking at. future games, and
They
the
have a fun
Bulls
team.
play
They
the
signed.
Jazz. So we have Darren Peterson versus Caleb Wilson tomorrow. That's gonna be
Okay.
fun. Okay, I'm gone. I'm quiet. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Bulls. Secretly got Claxton. Barry's is shaking up. Hopefully he's okay. They got Claxton. They signed Norman Powell. They have Joshua Giddey already in place.
The Giddler.
Gidler is in there, rocking and rolling. So they got the auxiliary pieces to develop players like a pass, happy point guard, a off ball scorer, or a guy who can give you buckets. Nick Claxton, defensive role. So they're looking to develop their 3 and 4 inch stars. First up is Matas and Caleb Wilson. Those will be the first one. You've got Swain, who played some point guard, I think, last game.
That's the other guy I couldn't remember. Swain.
They're trying to figure out if he can play point guard or just going to be a wing. They have their other pick. They took a chance on. Oh, he just threw it up. Okay, that was weird. Noah Essingay. They're trying to see what he can become. He was a project pick.
Knows a lot of people like to swing.
Dun, dun, dun.
Knows a lot of people like to swing.
Dun, dun, dun. So if they can find 2 stars in the next couple of drafts, or if Caleb Wilson is one of the stars that they need, and the Bulls will be back in business.
Yep.
They'll be a fun
But
team.
tonight it looks like the buck stops here.
Da-da-da. Spurs are pulling away. This Lee has to hit 2 free throws because the rule doesn't apply in the last whatever amount of minutes in the fourth quarter. Oh, he breaks it though.
Give this kid a contract, man.
Lee Brown
That's the
just
type
keeps
of-
getting rebounds.
That is the exact type of play we need. He's a hustler, man.
Yeah, he's all game long. You haven't called his name offensively, but he's gotten multiple extra possessions. Just hustling, being in the right spot.
He's a hustler, baby. What? I'm curious to wonder what. That was interesting.
Who does that? There's a famous NBA player that does that.
Taps his shoulder like a few times.
Yeah, 3 times. Can't remember who it is at this moment. I'm sure they're saying it on air who does it.
Yeah.
Because they keep showing it. But it's somebody famous that did that. Barry just blows through, gets a layup. Malik Brown does a smart decision not to foul him. Bucks looking to steal the inbounds plays. Gillespie just hold on to the ball, get fouled. And he does. I know Jake had touched his side and then kissed to his kids and his wife, or to his kid. That was one of his things.
It's crazy that there's no fouling out in summer league. I think somebody had like 8 fouls.
Who had 9? Someone had 9.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Like, how does that guy have 9 fouls? I think you can. I think it's like something like crazy, like 15 or something.
Maybe, I don't know.
But let's see. Let me look it up. Spurs are here in the building. Look, Spurs.
Yes, they are.
They're representing. Shout out to those girls coming through. That whole family. They got Spurs t-shirts on. Super cool. Spurs are back, ladies and gentlemen. They're back into the popularity. They're more popular than they probably will be because the big 3 won. Yeah, they were won. And they were excited in their own way. Like, I think people don't give them how exciting those players were. Tony Parker is one of the fastest guards in the league, best paint finishers in the league. Manu Ginobili was crazy. Hard to guard. 2 guard. Tim Duncan, obviously the big fundamental, doesn't sound exciting, but He did his thing. But yeah, these are Spurs are really popular, man. It starts with Wimby, obviously having a castle. Harper now, what did he do in the
And
finals? Go ahead.
that's the game. Spurs win it.
90-80. Bucks make a last minute push. Spurs were up at 23 points at one point. Bucks make it a game late in the fourth quarter, but the Spurs just do enough offensively to pull it out as they win 90-80. Who is your player of the game, Marshall?
My player of the game, RJ Davis.
RJ Davis. Okay.
I'd have to look up. I don't know how points wise.
I'll get you the stats right quickly right here. Oh, I hate when this thing pops up. So annoying. Let's see. RJ Davis finished with 20 points.
Mike Brown had 4 steals. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And 9 rebounds.
Great hands.
And he only took 1 shot, which is even crazier.
Yeah. But yeah, RJ Davis finished with 20 points, 6 of 16 from the field, 2 of 7 from the 3-point line, but a plus 22 overall, the highest plus minus on the board.
Mm-hmm.
So RJ Davis is Marshall's player of the game. Overall, what'd you see from the Spurs Summer League in this win?
I saw a little bit more. The roles are a little bit more defined in this game. I would say there's a little bit more order when RJ Davis is running the offense versus Gillespie. Could be because he's also a older player as well.
Yeah.
A little bit more seasoned, but it'll look good.
Yeah. Definitely, RJ Davis definitely settled in. Jacoby Leslie probably had his worst assist to turnover ratio game in the summer league. He had 1 assist to 5 turnovers, which isn't good. Shot the ball horribly. 1 of 6 from the 3-point line, 3 of 12. If he's gonna stick in the league, the 3-point ball has to be efficient and high level because he's a smaller guard. That's got to be his bread and butter. And you can't turn the ball over. So Malik Brown was everywhere. He had his hands on everything. It says he had 4 points, but it only took 1 shot. But he had 9 rebounds. I don't even want to know how many. Like probably at least 3 were offensive rebounds.
7. He had 7 offensive rebounds.
7 offensive rebounds, which is crazy. 4 steals. He had active hands. That's one of his calling cards. Having some of the best hands in college football, college basketball. I thought he had 2 blocks, to be honest with you. I could have sworn that he came over twice. One to help
I thought so too, actually.
One to help Gillespie, and I forgot the other one was to help somebody. I remember saying that's the second time he came over, but on the stat sheet he only has 1. I'll give him 2 in my mind. But yeah, I thought he was really active. Milicic was good early, kind of struggled late. 6 turnovers is not good. Emmanuel Miller, he did his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Gave him a lot of flack from last game, but he came out and hung in there. Lee has confidence. He's going to keep going to the basket or shooting.
Mm-hmm.
He ended up with 12 points, but he was 0 of 5 from the 3-point line.
Ziegler, he did not play.
Huh?
No, I said I was looking at the guy's name, Ziegler. I said, yeah, he was in, and they took him right out.
Yeah, I think it was that one play where he went to the lane and just kind of like looking for a foul. He didn't get it. I don't know if he didn't hustle back or whatever, but I just never see him off of that. We got early Barnstable minutes.
Yep,
and we saw sayonara to him.
Yep.
Had probably 2 good closeouts. Good defense on a layup attempt.
Yep.
He got 2 blocks. I think they credited him with 1 there, but I don't remember the other one, to be honest with you. But 2 blocks, not a memorable evening. RJ Melendez responded from being demoted for Milicic and 9 points. That's about it, man. Can't really think about anything else that I really want to touch on.
Nope.
Look at this stat. Anybody you want to talk about the Bucks any, or let's look at the stat?
I mean, Burries looks like he'll have a pretty solid career.
Looks solid.
Might be best fit as a 6-man. Don't know how he would do as a starter.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
With Ryan Rollins, not Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds already in there in that situation.
Cormac was shooting that thing. I'll give him that.
Yeah, we definitely lost another white guy. Somehow he was magically opened.
Nate Mint has a long way to go, boy.
Yeah, Nate Mint looks like a deer, a baby deer that doesn't not quite know his body yet. Not strong enough to really shoot it either. Looks like. What did he finish with? Let me see.
Like 7.
Yeah, I don't know if he had 1 or 2 air balls too. I remember.
Yeah.
Let's see. Nate Mint 7 points, 1 of 2 from 3-point line, 3 of 6. No, it's not, I mean, I thought it was way worse than that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he was 3 of 7. It's not bad. 1 or 2 from 3.
3 turnovers.
3 turnovers is not good.
Yeah, he just needs time, man. He's gonna have to get his body ready. He's gonna have to improve skill wise. But that's what the Bucks are there for. They're gonna suck for a while. So
I will say Burry's got to watch the fouls. Him and Nance both had 7 fouls. That's
sheesh,
crazy.
Yeah, that's you're fouled out +1 in a real game. But Burries looks good. So I unfortunately didn't see much of John Butler, John Butler, our guy. I only played 2 minutes. He racked up 1 turnover though. Those 2 minutes. Yeah, man, that's it that is it. All I have. Anything around the league related that you wanted to bring up that you didn't bring up during the game?
Nope. I think I got everything that I wanted to say.
All right. Well, we're gonna head and get out of here. Thank you for everybody that stopped by. Thank you for Clay Cup that was active in the chat. Appreciate you, my guy. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you check us out at Spurs versus Everybody across all social medias. We'll have another watch along on Wednesday to cover the game versus the Utah Jazz and Darren Peterson. That should be a fun game. As always, that's Marshall Best. You can follow him on X at Marshall Best 14. Talks about everything from Spurs basketball to UFC to football. Well, he touches about everything. Touches a little baseball, probably soccer. The World Cup is coming to an end. Who do you got World Cup winning it all?
France will be facing.
Going the rematch, or
it might be a rematch, man.
Okay.
Because remember, kids, FIFA stands for Fix It for Argentina.
That's a good one. But I agree. It'd probably be a rematch, even though Argentina doesn't look exactly great at times. They've gotten it done via help a little bit. Yeah. Timely goals. But this is Spurs versus Everybody. Watch along. Thank you for everybody coming again. And we're signing off. Appreciate you. Catch y'all later. Bye-bye.